Okay, so what we're going to be doing today, we're going back on the ship, we'll have a talk with pretty much everybody. Sorry. Heinrichs, Cassia, Argenta, the others too while we're at it. And then I think we're gonna be off to start doing some space exploration, because that seems like the logical next step in the introduction of game mechanics. Or something. So, let's go. Continue. Okay, so I know I got quite salty last time during the end of the Jai encounter. But we'll also speak with her, so maybe I'll not be so sour on her. We'll see, I guess. Intelligence affects Medicaid, tech use, logic, and our lore skills. Well, too bad that Pascal doesn't get to use intelligence for the lore skills. I get to use fellowship for the Imperium lore skill. Do I? Will I have an item for that? Let me check. I think there's this one. Plus 5 fellowship, plus 10 commerce. Oh, no, that's for dogmatic. Okay, so I need to get a bit more dogma in there. I need to get level 2 dogma to use my fellowship for Imperium lore. Oh well, it's too late. Go back on the bridge. Hey doggy. It says instead of streaming in the nighttime, I'm streaming in the evening / noontime. The morning / noon time. He's gonna be sleepy because he usually sleeps around this time. Yeah. Anyway, let's go. Uh-oh. Okay, and... Oh. Jay's not here. Oh, I think is there? No. Yeah, Jay's not here. Lord Captain, the inspection of the ship's systems is complete. The tech priests are reporting the machine spirits are calm and satisfied. Everything is ready for onward travel. Except there's an issue that you must be made aware of. What is it? Cassia makes a quick... Wait, what? Cassia? Whoa. Okay. Cassia makes a quick nervous gesture, adjusting the odometer of her third eye. I've been studying the records left by the vessel's previous navigator. I wanted to double check the route to Dargonus and discovered that it does not match the one recorded in the Atlas. It is more than a minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out. It can no longer be used for traveling. To make matters worse, I started checking the paths from the Altus, and one after the other I saw the same thing everywhere. Damn it, doggy. Okay. The warp is rolling with an ominous storm, bursting with vivid and screaming colors. It will not hinder our movement, but all previous knowledge is now utterly useless. So we have to discover all over again. Argenta angrily chops in the air with the side of her palm. Warp storms are our enemies, just like heretics and demons. It's a shame they can't be dispersed with flamers or a bolter. Now we can be certain that problems with astropathic communications in the Cornus Expanse are no coincidences. Just you know, astropaths are magical telephone people. There's a warp distribution in your way, Lord Captain. It is soloing messages and disrupting familiar routes. This means you need to locate the key worlds of the Von Valentius Protectorate as soon as possible. I'm talking about Janus, Dargonus, and Cava Gamma. While Cava Gamma apparently it's not doing too hot. Charting new routes so they can be reached and restoring control will be the necessary next step. So how are they gonna act? What would be the consequence of losing contact with these worlds be? A world deprived of connection to its neighboring system and the Cornus Expanse infrastructure can only rely on itself, and the capabilities are often limited. For example, Janus does not have a fleet of its own. Pirates, cultists, heretics, Xenos, anyone could prey on the helpless planet. The loss of communication is a threat to your position. A rogue trader with no protectorate to back them is one that grows weaker by the day. The Voxmaster is entirely correct. You are Rogue Trader Marcus von Valentius, the successor of Theodora von Valentius, one of the most influential women this side of the Maw. But you are also new to the business of governing. Many will doubt your competence and try to carve you up your protectorate so they can snatch a speech for themselves. It is important to show your potential allies and foes that you are in control of the situation, which is why the sooner the better. Tell me about Janus. The surface of Janus was altered extensively so the planet would be designated an agri-world. It is a powerful food base, capable of supplying the burgeoning protectorate and exporting provisions to the outer worlds at the same time. Janus owes much of its prosperity to the governor house of Viat. Under its leadership, the world has grown ever more prosperous year after year, securing shipments and taxes while keeping the workforce tightly controlled. How about Cava Gamma? Industrial world Cava Gamma is being managed by the governor house of Graprak and supplies your protectorate with rare mineral resources. Additionally, the planet features an Additus Mechanicus manufacturer that processes materials and prepares them for shipment. That's good. I testify that Cava Gamma is a world marked by the Omnissiah's patronage. By his grace, the manufactorum of the colony are inhabited by committed industrious machine spirits. Henrik coughs quietly. Mr. Stoliment neglected to mention that the Cava Gamma manufactorum also supplies heavy machinery from forge harvesters to vessel systems and components. Abelard turns his hard eyes on Heinrichs. You display commendable knowledge of our world's manufacturing capabilities, Von Calax. Pleased to be of service. What about Dargonus? It's the heart and soul of your protectorate. My capital. It is where the main administrative resources and storage facilities are. So is the Von Valentius Palace. If you'd like to know, this is where you will publicly accept the title of Rogue Trader. Dargonus is a major administrative hub that runs the cargo fleet and keeps track of finances. Abelard, which world should we deal with first? He strokes his beard for a few seconds. Rediscovering the Agri-Gold will supply the protectorate with something none of your servants can do without: sustenance. The importance of basic supplies should not be underestimated. Just look at Footfall in its current pitiful state. On the other hand, I'm concerned about the rumors concerning Cava Gamma. There have been no problems on Janus for many years, but something is very wrong with the industrial world right now. Delay may cost us the entire planet. I trust I don't have to explain the capital world. Losing it will make us the laughingstock of the other dynasties. Besides, the loss of chronicles and ledgers would spell a bureaucratic catastrophe. So all three systems are equally vital to the protectorate. It falls to decide which one should be brought into the fold before the rest. I think we should go for Janus first. Our coast is clear. Do my officers have any other issues? That is all, Lord Captain. The vessel and the crew await your instructions. Okie dokes. Let's have a chat with pretty much everybody on board. Is that Jay? No, that's the master, the Vox master. Any rumors? No, nothing new. Understood. Abelard? Anything to say?
Lord Captain?
I've discovered that there are caches there by Theodora somewhere on Dargonus and Cava Gamma. Do you know anything about this?
It is wise for a rogue trader to have caches where they can safely store important information. And utterly unwise to share the coordinates of such caches with anyone. Even one's most trusted associates.
The shadow of a sad smile appears immediately and immediately vanishes from the seneschal's face.
I'm afraid I do not know how to find the caches, but I can offer some help. Your predecessor used this numeric code to deactivate certain defense systems in her service. If I know Lady Theodora as well as I think, then I'm quite certain that she left her caches well guarded. In that case, this code will be useful to you.
Damn, she reused her passwords. But thanks for the code anyway. Heinrichs, we have much to talk about, I think. So nice shades.
To what do I owe this visit?
Get me rid of Idera. You want to know... I want to discuss the code to the final dawn. What can you tell me about it?
The cult's ordinary members are humans who have been corrupted by the archenemy, traitors to the Imperium, and accomplices of chaos. Participation in the cult's rituals always entails brainwashing, literally and figuratively. The longer cult members spend among other cultists, the less critically they think, and the more closely they resemble obedient livestock, stripped of their fear and instinct for self-preservation. The worst of them go to their deaths without an inkling of doubt, ready to take hundreds and thousands of souls with them. As for those at the top of the cult's hierarchy, we have not yet managed to get a lead on all of the cult's leaders. I imagine that some of them are hiding in the depths of the Coronis expanse. But those who are orchestrating the fanatics on nearby worlds are hiding very well indeed. Or receiving protection from above.
You think this is an Imperium-wide cult, or only located inside the expanse? What's your mission again?
I need to confirm the reports from my agents. According to them, one of the cult's leaders is in the Cava Gamma segment. an industrial world within the dominion of the Von Phalantius dynasty. I hope you won't impede my investigation.
What do you mean protection from above? Maybe members of the Administratum are part of the cult?
Governors, commanders, rogue traders.
Heyo.
History is full of those who neglect their duty to the Golden Throne and seek allies in the wrong places.
You seem to have been investigating this cult for quite some time.
We discovered the first traces of it as soon as we arrived in the Coronis Expanse. Since then, the more we learn, the better we see just how far the roots of this blight extend. Destroying individual cells is pointless. We must cut this beast off at its head.
Okie dokes. Hey doggy.
As you wish.
About the nature of your mission.
Yes, but not here. I wouldn't want our conversation to be gossip fodder on the bridge and in the officer's mess.
So we're gonna relocate. Oh, okay. Thank you for finding an opportunity to talk. I trust now would be a good time to explain the reason for my return aboard the ship. I mean, I like you, so that's fine. Lord Captain, your enthusiasm is commendable. The interrogator smiles, but his eyes remain cold. To business then. The cult of the final dawn. The madmen preach their heretical doctrine amongst the denizens of the Coronis Expanse, and instigate crimes against the throne and humanity. One such crime took place in your protectorate. The Lord Inquisitor considered it necessary to have one of his acolytes accompany the rogue trader on the voyage onto the corrupted region. I also need to meet with one of my observers on the capital world of your domain. Lord Imperium. Why would the Ordo Xenos agents investigate the Chaos Cult? You are very well versed into how the Inquisition is organized, Marcus. Yes, initially on our arrival in the Coronis Expanse was dictated by the needs to fight Xenos, but there's more. The cult is tangentially related to my main specialization. Perhaps I'll be able to reveal the full truth someday, but right now, I ask that you display humility and patience. The Lord Inquisitor mentioned in his letter that he is willing to show lenience towards my actions. That is correct. I should show greater tolerance for the mistakes of our newly appointed rogue trader. To be frank, I'm surprised the Lord Inquisitor is not the type to indulge the weakness of soul and mind. Even as someone who only recently accepted the burden of a lofty title. You were saying that my dynasty was in bed with the cult? Chaos treads softly, Marcus. The main danger of secret cults and sects is that they're like seeds. They can remain in the ground for decades, safe from all scrutiny, until an opportunity to sprout, grow, and bear monstrous fruits presents itself. The emergence of a cult on one of the rogue traders' planets does not mean the dynasty head himself is a chaos worshipper. Having said that, it should be noted that Theodora von Vinicius was famous for her loose interpretation of the freedoms granted by the warrant. He regards me with a probing look. A bloodline can be stained by ancestral transgressions. If it is indeed so, it is in your best interest to do whatever necessary to redeem yourself, and then perhaps you get a chance to salvage your dynasty's reputation. You have spies on my own world? The person I mentioned is not a spy, but a secretary in the Administratum on Dargonus. The planet's governor and Theodora were fully aware of his status. His duty is to fulfill the sacred oath to the Golden Throne and eliminate threats to the Imperium within the Coronis Expanse, as in abundance. His name is Achilles Scalander. As soon as we contact Dargonus, I'll introduce you to the new head of the dynasty. I will introduce you to as the new head of the dynasty. Okay. I thought for a second he was going to say he was going to take my place. I'm sure you'll appreciate the presence of such an advisor among your subjects, and I suggest you heed his words at least occasionally. About the cult. Okay, we're back to the same dialogue as before. Oh wait, no, never mind. Chaos worshippers, most often agents of the throne, run into lone renegades stirring up the rabble, insane prophets and hysteric visionaries preaching the end of days. A passing comet, a mutant rebellion, an onslaught of monsters. Each time they come up with a new reason why people should prostrate themselves and quiver in fear. Much effort and the blood of those rulers of the Golden Throne were spent before we established a connection between those heretics. However, the cult of the Final Dawn is something greater than a gaggle of misguided seers and fortune-tellers. They cleverly spread their agents all over the Coronis Expanse, disseminating heresy among honest people on the imperial worlds. There is a certain strategy to their actions that changes whenever we get too close. And finally, they have enough military power that we have had 2 ships that we had sent of them later discovered as wreckage. The growing difficulty in making warp jumps is detrimental to us, but is unlikely to inconvenience those who engage in vile sorcery day in day out. After the events on Ricard Menoris, I suspect the cult might have built its nest inside the Winter Scales domain, but the latest reports indicate it is your protectorate that is harboring heretics. Being in your entourage improves my chance of getting closer to the secrets. Okie dokes, anything else? The rogue trader should deliver me to the system that contains Kiava Gamma. What, there was a question? I'll accompany you to the surface and determine what the cult is planning, how it intends to use the resources that have fallen into their clutches, which may include the engines of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The answer to this question is unlikely to please either of us. The machination of the chaos usually go beyond solely inflicting countless death and destruction. Having their plans come to fruition would lead to far more terrible consequences. One of the systems of the Cornish Expanse is already lost, but the Emperor protects us from watching this tragedy play out again. We met a Chaos Space Marine. Do we risk running into his brothers? I have no doubt it will happen sooner or later. Chaos Marines siding with the cult is very, very bad news. Most likely they kept away until recently, pulling their puppet strings from a respectable distance. These traitors seldom show up alone. The best we can count on is having to deal with just a squad of Chaos Marines, not the entire company. I mean, we managed to kill one, kind of. Of Destruction, the Trukari, BT Service of Chaos, Xenos or Heretics. Why? How come your suspicions fall on Kava Gamma? Disjointed piece of data, they emerged, a single picture. Not too long ago, a vessel from that world arrived. Yeah, I saved the refugees from them. Let's assume it falls to heresy. Do we destroy the planet? On Ricard Menoris, you made a decision that sent billions of souls into the grasp of the archenemy. An unusable and unforgettably high price for a small handful of people saved by your mercy. Do I consider it a worthy exchange? I most certainly do not. Will I make every effort to make sure such an exchange does not happen again? Of course I will. Sentimentality is a luxury I cannot afford. You didn't really stop me, did you? His eyes narrows. I haven't said I would not like to be able to afford such a luxury. In fact, deep down I understand why you acted that way. I have yet to eliminate the understanding and acceptance within myself, but I will. Okay, well, I'm not gonna let heretics, take over my world. A commendable aspiration for a person who holds the face of billions of people and dozens of imperial worlds in his hands. Which is why you need to be ever more vigilant when looking for seeds of corruption on your planets. Lest they sprout someday and spell doom for whatever is tangled up in their roots. Okay. About the Drukaris. Drukari, one of the branches of the Alderi, an ancient and vicious Xeno race. A sadistic branch of the Alderi race that revolves in piracy, violence, and torture, which allows them to feed upon the psychic residues of the victim's suffering. Yeah, so they're evil, basically. And the Alderi, they're Eldars. Those creatures are a living terror to ordinary people who fall prey to their raids for the simple reason that the victims are not killed outright, but instead become their playthings. Just as you and I need the air to survive, the Drukari require psychic energy born from torment and pain, which they extract from their captives with uncanny expertise. Their ships, which are difficult to mistake for any others, arrive suddenly and undetected. Their stealth technologies greatly surpass the capabilities of standard Imperium augury arrays. The objectives of the raids is never to capture a world or a ship. They're only interested in fresh victims. After filling their holes with living captives, they disappear into the webway, a different dimension which conceals their greatest stronghold, Komorag, the dark city of the Drukari, from which none can hope to escape. He studies my expression. I do not know why the Drukari stole Rikad's son and brought about the fulfillment of the cult's prophecies. Perhaps the Xenos themselves have played into the archenemy's designs, or perhaps Aurora's divination, in fact, described the Drukari's actions. There's only one thing I can say with absolute certainty. There is no alliance between the cult and the Xenos. It is impossible. Didn't we find some Alderi equipment on one of them? I think they're linked. Okay, what about good conversation? I do remember our exchange. For the time being, however, I would prefer to focus on my direct responsibilities. Perhaps later, after Kiavagama. Thank you for sparing the time, Lord Commander. Lord Captain, sorry. Why do I keep saying Lord Commander? I'm not sure. To the ship, to the void ship bridge. Didn't we have more dialogue with you, Heinrichs?
To what do I owe this visit?
No, I don't. Bridge officer. High factotum. Anything new to say, high factotum? Nothing new. Let's look at the helmsman while we're here. There's a Voxmaster. Hey bro. Nothing new. Cassia? Nope, nothing new. Argenta.
Greetings.
I'm waiting for you to tell me about your past and explain the strange words of the cultists on Footfall.
Yes, I'm ready. I would ask only one thing of you, rogue trader. If I may, I would like to see the chamber of the sacred warrant and kneel before the relic touched by the Emperor himself. A difficult conversation lies ahead of us, and I wish to pray by the relic before I lay my soul bare.
Okay, I didn't know that. The Emperor himself wrote the warrants. Let's go there. She nods gratefully. A difficult conversation, huh? The Warren Chamber. Argenta drops to her knees, her hand making the sign of the Aquila. Her eyes are locked on the sweeping signature of the warrant, a seemingly mundane thing, merely a flourish on a piece of paper, unless one knows whose hand left that mark, and whose blood is on that paper. If thou seest a flaw in me, smite me. If thou knowest a fall of mine, burn me, with flames of fury and righteousness. But if thou seest a light in me, grace me. If thou hearest this plea of mine, bless me, with wrath of fury and of righteousness. Argenta's voice is sonorous, as if made from singing hymns and prayers. But right now, she cannot seem to catch her breath, so overwhelmed with emotion is she. For I breathe by the will of thine, for I live by the law of thine. I carry thy word, O Emperor. I bring solace to servants of thine, and ruins to foes of thine, a fate of terror and righteousness. Upon finishing, she closes her eyes, and remains silent for a long time, with her head raised high, slowly like the first flicks of a flame in a campfire. A smile blossoms on her lips. When Argenta finally opens her eyes, they are alight with uncanny resolution. Rogue Trader, we need to talk. I need to tell you something, the truth. The truth about how I ended up on Theodora von Valentius' ship, about the cultists we encountered on Footfall. Okay? Please understand, I couldn't trust you before. I'll tell you my story, and then you see why. She pauses. Also at the beginning, it's easier to piece everything together that way. Upon arriving on the Expanse and on Footfall, I found no purpose here, only torment. I wasn't needed. The reliquary I had been assigned to safeguard was already well protected by Reverend Hieronymus' mission, and no one was even trying to defile it, while all its lawlessness. Footfall respects the worship of the Emperor. That was when Lady Theodora, head of your dynasty, appeared. She became an agent of the divine will, in a way. She falters, searching for the words. It was from her that I learned about a planet recently discovered by her scouts, Salis Prime. For a rogue trader, the planet was of little interest, a feral world away from convenient warp routes. But for me, learning about its existence was a revelation. Does it belong to my dynasty? Yes, now the planet is yours by right. But it's not as simple as that. The warp route leading to it was lost. I'll explain in due time. May I continue? Sure. The description of Salis Prime was familiar to me. It seemed very similar to a world from an ancient legend, the legend of Saint Argenta and her ship. Her voice grows reverent. Argenta, the living saint. She is my patroness. The order named me after her. She died millennia ago, when heretics caused her ship to fall from the skies. But even those blasphemers could not touch Argenta's ashes, or her holy relic, the One Star. For the fallen ship, which now serves as the resting place for the saints' remains, would only allow the truly righteous to enter. All others will meet their death. Imagine what I felt when this flash of insight came upon me. The world where Saint Argenta's ship fell was merely a vague legend. Ah! No one knew its actual whereabouts. Suddenly I myself, named after the saint, come across this information. I realized at that moment that I was important, that I must journey to the planet and find the ship. So I asked the Reverend Hieronymus to let me go for a time on a personal pilgrimage. I boarded Theodora's ship and demanded passage to the newly discovered planet Salis Prime. Okay, and why did you keep your supposition from the Reverend? Surely he could have helped you. I just couldn't come out and tell him. It was important reveal to me personally, can't you see? I told Reverend Hieronymus the honest truth, that I was going on a personal pilgrimage to embolden my spirit. It really was a pilgrimage. It was as if Saint Argenta herself had shown me the way, commanding me to undertake this trial. If I had found the ship and set foot on its decks, if I had laid my hand on the remains in the relic, it would have been a sight that I truly had been blessed with the saint's favor. Hubris. Understandable. Irresponsible. That's not understandable. Searching for destiny, for your place in the world, it's a special matter, a personal one. She looks at me with somewhat surprised. I thought that I had been called. That finding that ship was my destiny. My place in the world? Perhaps. Perhaps there is something to that. I imagine Theodora was thrilled with the prospect. Lady Theodora lent her assistance. It was her intention to visit the newly discovered world, and she took me with her. Mentioned something called the One Star. What is that? Apologies, I got so carried away I forgot to explain. The One Star is the relic kept by Saint Argenta. I belong to the Order Pronatus, and we attach particular significance to holy relics. The One Star is one of the lost relics of the past, so mysterious that no one even knows what it is exactly. Argenta's hagiography at times called it a banner, or a set of armor, or a blessed chainsword. One thing is certain, it was a beacon of righteousness. What happened next? Defeat, Argenta says bitterly. The ship's augurs failed to detect anything of note during orbital scanning. I was expecting this though. According to the legend, the ship can conceal itself from the naked eye, and only a pilgrim guided by a pure heart can find it. What I didn't expect was an ambush waiting for us on the planet. I landed with her with a small unit provided by Theodora. I know Saint Argenta's hagiography by heart. I know all the legends about her. I followed their obscure clues, the descriptions of mountains and rivers from millennia-old tales. Well, that's a bad idea, actually. And the mountains are fine, but rivers, over the millennia, rivers shift, they change beds, they dry up, they flow. So it's a bad idea to follow rivers from millennia-old tales. And I was certain that I had found the way to the ship. That's when we were attacked. The words we heard in the heretic shrine on footfall. Something about ways, doors, please address to some lord, the edge of daybreak. She's checking with disgust. They were the same words that are spoken by the cultists who attacked us on Salus Prime. My whole unit perished. All those honest, brave people I had led to search for the relic. It was only by a miracle that I didn't perish along with them. I didn't connect these events at first. The cultists on Footfall, the cultists on Salus Prime, the cultists attacking the ship, and Conrad's betrayal. What if these are all linked to the same chain? What if they've long since infiltrated the ranks of their Von Venetia's servants? What if I led those heretics to the sacred planet with my search? Well, maybe they were already there. You said that heretics had blown up the Saint Argenta ship, so maybe they were the ones who did that. Okay, that was millennia ago, maybe not. Conrad just has the answer. I sincerely hope that we will meet him again. That serpent needs to answer a few questions. Sorry. Don't blame yourself. If heretics really had wormed their way in the Von Venetia's ranks by then, they would have found the planet even without you going there. I doubt it. No one except me was particularly interested in the planet. Conrad, on the other hand, he sympathized with me when I first came aboard. He helped arrange an audience with Theodora and supported me in my effort to visit the planet. I never told him plainly why I wanted to go there, but I imagine that Vulture must have figured out it was something important, something related to the holy faith of the Imperium. How did you manage to escape? Theodora's people received a distress call, came to my rescue and brought me aboard the ship. I barely remember what happened when they arrived. I was already severely wounded, fighting back with whatever remained of my strength. I think I shouted that we had to go after them, but they didn't listen. They took me to the shuttle and pulled me out. After that, it's all blackness. When I came to, we were already in the middle of the warp jump. Theodora had urgent matters to take care of, and she decided that she should clear out the planet at a later time. That's why you didn't trust me before, because I was part of the dynasty's servants at the time, so I could have been a traitor. Yes, Rogue Trader. She looks at me in the eyes. I saw with my own eyes how a member of your family showed his true colors as a servant of the archenemy. I had already suffered a humiliating defeat at the hands of cultists, and was afraid of another betrayal. I couldn't be forthwith with you, and so I studied you, looking for seeds of corruption or the light of righteousness. And what did you find? A man who stood shoulder to shoulder with me and helped eradicate the cultists on Footfall. She smiles as if reminiscing about a pleasant evening spent in the company of friends rather than a bloody battle. Although my opinion of you started to change even before then. Back when you agreed to talk to the orphans at my request. A leader who's willing to honor those who lay down their lives for them and take care of the children. As a leader inspires trust. And the way you acted in that moment. Do you remember? There was a young man whose grief and confusion had driven him to insolence. Yeah. And I just talked him down, basically. You didn't turn a blind eye to his misdeeds, but you showed the right words to show him the path to redemption. It was harsh but necessary, like the Emperor's truth, like bitter medicine that helps the sick. I learned about you in that moment, Rogue Trader. I want to believe that I wasn't mistaken in my judgment. So you're wounded? The leader found Argenta's ship, is that right? Yes. I rushed to Theodora the moment I could walk again, and I insisted on going back to Silas Prime to defend the relic from the heretics. But I was told that the warp had destroyed the whole route of the planet, and that plotting a new one would take a great deal of time and effort. I said there could be something more important than to fight chaos. In any event, the route was lost, and all knowledge of it died in the attack on the ship along with the old navigator. But now we have a new lead, the data that we collected on the cultist Shrine of Footfall. I don't care what the reprobate we executed said, there must be a way to track them down. Tell me, Rogue Trader, will you help me? Yeah, sure. Ancient ships is an exciting prospect, I'll help you. Yeah, sure, I'll help you, because it's important to you. She walks up and places her hands on your shoulder. So be it, Rogue Trader. As I stand here before the warrant, the embodiment of the Emperor's will, marked by his own hand, I vow that I will not relent until the holy relic has been returned and the heretics punished. May the light be with us both on this path. Yay. Well, that's good news, I guess. The bridge of the Von Vanicius dynasty is equipped with a unique terminal that provides the Lord Captain with direct access to the ship's data crypts. Oh yeah, that one terminal. Maybe I should take a look at it again. Almost have everybody on the picture. I'm gonna guess this is the Rogue Trader. Heinrichs, Argenta, Cassia. There's like a sniper and a space marine there. Okay. Where's Jay? Ah, there she is. The Expanse map. I've talked with everybody. Let me just talk with Argenta one more time just to make sure we aren't missing anything. Argenta.
Lord Captain, your presence is welcome. And I wish to apologize for my prior coldness. After our first meeting, I was concerned that he would turn out to be another faithless offshoot of the von Valancius dynasty like...
Well, thanks.
Like the traitor Conrad. But now I see before me a worthy leader and servant of the Imperium. I am glad to accompany you in your endeavors.
Can you tell me more about yourself?
If such is the Rogue Trader's wish, although there isn't much I can tell, I am the Emperor's daughter and his servant. What else is there to know?
Where'd you come from?
Now that I can tell you, I come from everywhere and nowhere. I am the child of officers of the Imperial Guard. I was born in the hold of a warship. Grew up following my parents' deployments from one planet to another, and lost my family in the flames of a righteous war.
Her eyes darkened for a moment.
My memory is like wafts of smoke over a still battlefield. The grey of a ship's plating. The strict cadence of life in military camps. My mother's uniform. I loved looking at it. Then, that battle. The rumbling, the shouting, and the soot. The screams of soldiers burning alive. And the gold of the regiment's Aquila. Untouched by soot or blood. The last unsullied piece of a world that was going mad.
She absent-mindedly touched the fragment of the golden Aquila hanging from her belt.
That was my last memory of my mother, and of my former life, before the Schola Progenium and the novitiate, before my trials, before the vows.
That golden shard you carry with you.
My own relic. It's the regiment's Aquila, or rather, the fragment that survived the attack, the explosions, and the fire. For me, it's a reminder that purity and radiance can be preserved, even in the heart of darkness.
So how did you become one of the Adetes Auritas?
Become? Such a strange word for it. It seems right, but is that how one talks about their destiny? If you're asking about the path itself, that's easy enough to answer. First, like many other orphans, I endured the Progenium. Those years were rough, but I remember the hardship fondly. Few things can compare with the feeling of satisfaction from a past trial, even if it leaves your body aching from exhaustion, or your soul wincing in pain.
Damn, so the Progenium is like an anime high school for prodigies or something. Isn't that where all orphans go? Orphans of nobles and officers. Yeah, okay. That sounds like an easy peasy plot for an anime. A high school thing. Oh well, whatever.
I was one of the best among my peers, and I was selected for the novitiate in the ranks of the Adeptus Sororitas. When the hour came, I passed the trials and took my vows. The most joyous day of my life. The Emperor's light has always been with me, but to accept it with all your heart, to utter the oaths, that is a rapture like no other.
Have you ever wished for a different lot in life?
Have I ever? But that would be shameful weakness, almost heresy. Of course not. I was born for this. I live by the Emperor's will, and in his light, I myself am the light. I must be the light. For myself, and for those who ask for my protection.
Is that a no?
I was chosen to serve. But beyond that, I won't deny it. Few things elate me as much as the thought that the heretic felled by my shot will never again orphan a child.
What if you killing heretics orphans children?
It is my pleasure to be candid.
How about Salis Prime and the Heretic?
Of course, my mission
Hello,
is
Sumberjack.
all I can think about.
I think we're going fine. We're talking with all my officers because it's been a while since I did that. We have a bunch of stuff to talk about. I'm still not sure about how the Rogue Trader RPG system works in the real world, in the TTRPG. I didn't find a copy of the rules. But oh well. Whatever.
To find the way to the planet called Salis Prime. Saint Argenta is my patroness, and that is where her fallen ship is. And it must also be the resting place of her great relic, the One Star.
Didn't we already ask all these questions?
If I only knew. Neither the hagiography nor the legends give a straight answer. Classical iconographers believed that the star turned into a banner woven from silver thread, which, when brought onto the battlefield, would shed light that blinded only heretics, but did no harm to the faithful.
Sounds useful.
Most of them portrayed Saint Argenta as a girl carrying this banner. Others think that upon falling from the sky, the One Star became a holy chainsword, which Argenta later used to strike down monsters and enemies of the Imperium. In some of the earlier engravings, Argenta is depicted wearing power armor with a silver star on her chest. One theological theory suggests that this armor was, in fact, the relic. Some even think that the One Star is actually the ship on which Argenta traveled.
They don't know what the relic is.
I feel that my undertaking will be fulfilled when I find the answer that has eluded the Ecclesiarchy for millennia. I pray we find the way to Salis Prime soon. The ruinous powers must be aligned against us. They stand in the way of faith.
And ask about Saint Argenta herself.
Gladly. Listen. Long ago, there was a blessed world. Thousands of stars covered the sky there, so bright that its denizens hardly knew the darkness of night. Thousands of rivers nurtured the soil. Thousands of gardens bloomed every spring, and at every moment, thousands of prayers were flying into the clear air, thanking and praising the Emperor.
So is it a holy world or an agri world?
But one day, the people learned the meaning of darkness. Like a storm, accursed heretics who had sold themselves to the archenemy descended upon the planet. Shells flew from the sky that desolated whole cities and burned the gardens and filled the riverbeds with the blood of the faithful. Smoke and soot swallowed the skies and the 1,000 stars that had once shone over the world.
That's a lot of shells.
Among the handful of survivors was one orphan who had watched all her family die, and the garden she'd grown up in burned to ash. But in her heart, she knew the absolute truth. Just these 3 words. The Emperor protects. And knowing that, she never looked away from the black, terrifying, smoke-covered sky. There were no more bright stars to be seen. Except for one.
The 1 star?
The one star.
The 1 star.
The bright star. The silver star shone in the sky. And when the orphan smiled at it, the 1 star fell right into her hands. All the faithful in every corner of the continent who saw the trail of the falling star recognized it as an omen and went looking for the place where it landed. And they rallied together. And with the light of the 1 star, they found their salvation.
So that was Saint Argenta?
Yes, that was the beginning of her hagiography. It is known that she lived on a world where heretics staged a terrible insurrection. They wiped out all life on the planet.
Wow.
Except those whom Saint Argenta
That really was a lot of
managed to
shells.
save with the 1 star. And with the strength of her faith. After that, she traveled between worlds, gripped by turmoil on her ship marked with a silver star, and brought hope to the faithful. Numerous accounts confirm this. Her coming helped people turn the tide of the war and wipe away corruption before the Imperium's main forces even arrived.
Interesting.
Millions of people owed their lives to her, but the heretics, having realized their imminent defeat, sent the remnants of their forces after the ship with the silver star. It fell from the skies onto an obscure world. There are no definitive records of how old Argenta was at the time. In some chronicles, she's even called the Child Saint, but their credibility is questionable. Either way, she didn't live long, but she left a bright trail in her wake, like a falling star.
Okie dokie. That's
One day
all.
we will reach Salis Prime and stand before the gates of Saint Argenta's ship. I know it. I believe.
Let's talk to Jai. Jai? The lady we just recruited. Should be right here somewhere. There she is. Heyo.
Allow me to thank you again for helping me with the cargo, Sherin. I am sure the Ashmags who squirreled away my goods won't give up so easily, and I'll hear more about their scheming yet. Let's strike a deal, Sherin. I will watch your back if you do me a favor and watch mine. Well, enough jokes. Is there something you wanted?
What's Shireen?
The language on Ifrit, my home world, is quite different
Ifrit.
from the one spoken in the Coronis Expanse. We bestow more than one meaning upon each word, allowing our wise men to fully express their sagacious thoughts, and us lowly commoners our base passions and desires. Take Aji, for example. That is what I call every piece of scum and villain, because Aji means evil and foe and pathetic worm unworthy of consideration. Or take Ashmag. It means fool and little brother, and blind man who stumbled and would fall into a pit without guidance. Shireen is... Shireen means friend and comrade and roommate in a battle formation, like we are.
Did you know Theodora?
It is difficult not to be aware of the powers that be, especially ones like Lord Captain Theodora. But we never met personally.
So the answer is
difference
no.
between our positions was far too great. Theodora was a mighty ruler, the center of her own universe. And I, a pathetic commoner, was nothing next to her. But you were kind to me, Shireen. And in my eyes, that put you above your esteemed aunt. or whoever she was to you.
How about your business is the expanse?
My trade means knowing the right people and non-people, having the right connections, and making sure the precious goods find their way into the hands of my no less precious customers. My wisdom includes the knowledge of the enemies of humankind, be they Xenos or the lowest scum of the Imperium, as well as the latest knowledge about how they charge for any particular curio at the Footfall Market. Not even the most cunning Ajri will deceive you as long as I am with you, Shireen. I promise you that. Whatever I have can be yours too, if your unfathomable wealth isn't enough for you already.
Do you do business with the enemies of humanity?
It has been known to happen. After years of dealing with Xenos, I've learned their customs, and even got a grasp of their language.
Oh, that's useful.
They cringe whenever I start speaking. Arrogant sods. They dislike even our voices. What they never turn away are valuables. Then again, I'm used to seeing sour faces. In this trade, the easily offended go out of business.
The things we do for profit, am I right? Nah. Hopefully your knowledge will help us.
I have no doubt you will have to deal with Xenos sooner or later. When that time comes, Shireen, you will thank the Exalted One for sending me to stand at your side.
You have many talents?
Thank you, Shireen.
That's not even a question.
Being able to read and write is chief among them. You may not be aware, but this science is beyond the abilities of billions of the Imperium subjects. And yet they happily keep drudging along in their factories, fundi, and assembly lines. Me? I didn't escape Ifrit to consign myself to such misery. It was literacy that paved my path to copied orders, forged signatures, counterfeited papers. The wonderful things that make the wheels of bureaucracy turn in the right direction.
Maybe that's why most people aren't taught literacy then. To avoid all these forgeries. Are you really that rich?
Compared to the rabble on Footfall, perhaps. Compared to you. Be it power or money, I still have a long way to go. I could purchase one of Footfall's asteroids, but not a planet. I could subjugate a few gangs from the shady districts, but not Vladaya. And so the answer to your question is no. I do not consider myself rich. I am not rich enough.
You could be sitting back, reaping the fruits of your own work, so why have you chosen to embrace the vicissitude of life aboard the void ship?
You're fun to talk. I grew tired of scribing endless contracts and agreements, neatly tucked away on Footfall. Well, I did that for how many years? But here, among the stars, you are always balanced on a knife edge. Nothing thrills me more than the tension of a warp jump, or the danger that lurks around every corner on a planet. Footfall was beginning to make me fat and stupid, Shireen. I do not want that.
Awareness test succeeded. She speaks measuredly, with just the right amount of laziness in her voice, but her performance cannot conceal the slight tremble in her voice. Whoever she is afraid of, that's what drove her off Footfall. What about your gang that stayed back on Footfall? Do you trust them?
Do I trust the Trickster twins? By the Exalted One, no. The underhanded rogues of Footfall came up with that name for a reason. The tricks of those frenzied ashmags are all about things far more intriguing than the honest and law-abiding subjects of the Imperium can imagine.
The mentions of her fellow cold traders makes Jay's eyes shine a bit brighter than usual.
On the other hand, this is why I am keeping them close. Kor and Tora know who lifted them out of the cesspit proudly called the Shadow Quarters, and who has been feeding that ravenous beast their insatiable lust for lucre. No, they are not going to betray me if only because they know I am now a part of your entourage, Shireen. They're not going to let the biggest pie in the Imperium pass them by without trying to get a slice for themselves.
What about the Xenos?
Vicious, cruel, dangerous beasts. Humans hold little interest for Xenos. We are entertainment for them, a means to keep boredom at bay. A commodity. But some of them contact us once in a while using their own people. Do not deceive yourself by thinking you are safe because there are no Xenos in sight. Those Ajri are as cunning as they are ruthless. They cleverly pull at the strings of spies and traitors, subjugate those who do not fall for the promised reward, transform the ones who resist their promises into soulless puppets. The Emperor watches over me, and that is why I still haven't succumbed to the fate of many of my associates who have lost their lives to the stringy scoundrels.
So it's a dangerous trade.
I think we've said all there is to
More
say
than
about this
just
topic.
being illegal. Tell me about the dark side of the Cornish Expanse.
The dark side is the real Coronis Expanse, if you ask me. But what do you want to know about it, Shireen?
How do they do things on Footfall?
Dynasty
Ouch.
heirs drink with criminals. Rogue traders strike deals with the Casbalica. And dozens of ships stop off for a welcome break from a long voyage. Is there a more beautiful place in the entire Imperium?
Maybe
The
Terra?
Emperor is merciful to the meek and the powerful alike. There's a job for everyone as long as they have a head on their shoulders. And if you feel like talking to him in person, the statue of the Exalted One can be seen from any asteroid. You can pray to your heart's content.
How about the Casbalica mission?
An ancient crime cartel that originated with the first settlers of the Calixis sector. It is run by shadowy clans with robber barons at the helm. Cross their path, and you risk making enemies all over the Coronis Expanse, or even the entire Imperium. As for the agents, they are just shameless, greedy scum. Every third person on Footfall is a Casbalican. But that doesn't mean all that rotten filth is acting together. I've been set up more than once just so some Casbalican can get one over on his rivals. And yet, the Casbalica is generous to its customers, if you can afford it.
Interesting.
Anything can be obtained, organized, and transported for the right price. The customer is always right, unless they happen to be a rat. In which case,
She throws up her hands. Persuasion test succeeded. Scum, rotten filth, rats. It's almost as if Jai's mask briefly slipped and she started using words that have no place in the vocabulary of someone from the upper strata of the Imperium. Are you one of the robber barons?
what gave you such an outrageous idea?
Your terminology?
My immaculate garment, my gorgeous jewelry. Do not worry, Shireen. I will let you know once I become a baroness, should the Exalted One will it.
A robber
Just
baroness.
imagine the strong and fruitful alliance that could be forged between a rogue trader and the mastermind of the Casbalica.
Whatever. How did you become an agent?
It's not hard to do on Footfall. I spent a year working for good old Christo. He was a brave soldier who gave up the ghost in a scuffle with orcs, and then took over his business. Having a good head on your shoulders.
Wait, you
and
also trade with
the exalted
orcs?
one in your heart helps
Huh?
to establish new contacts quickly. Eventually, I
What do
gathered
orcs even have to
together a
trade
group
with?
of honest and loyal people.
I guess they would
And
take more
with
weapons.
successful contracts for
But
the
what would they give
Casbalica
out?
to take notice. I quickly settled on Footfall and started dispensing my wisdom to my protégés and subordinates. I lost the taste for getting my hands dirty.
How about the cold trade?
It really is simple, Sherry. The Casbalica runs the Imperium's black market, offering special goods to those who can afford their services. Yes, I am talking about Xeno artifacts too. Alien weapons, technology, sometimes even certain kinds of living creatures. Unlike the rogue traders whose sacred warrants make them immune even from the laws of the Exalted One, Casbalican agents are used to hiding and covering their tracks. Nobody wants to draw unwanted attention, no matter who might take an interest. Especially now that the Coronis Expanse has a warrior of the Golden Throne as its watchman.
The Inquisitor.
Why not? The decision is yours, Sherry.
You don't look like a typical smuggler. You're more well dressed.
No truer words have ever been said. I'm far more exciting than some small-time peddlers from Footfall. Allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Jai Amira Fatqin Tamiri Ash Ifrit, the 12th daughter of the Lord of Ifrit, a distant world at the fringes of the Imperium. The youngest child is destined to become a bargaining chip in the family's political
You're the
games.
youngest child?
But I was unwilling to accept such a fate, and wanted to choose what to become and which path to follow. When I learned the Exalted One watches over hundreds of other worlds amidst distant stars, I understood there was an entire world of opportunities beyond Ifrit. All I had to do was break the familial bonds tying me down and escape the planet. Which I did a long time ago.
So why did you come to the Expanse?
The Coronis Expanse. A gorgeous name, isn't it? But this backwater wasn't my original destination when I escaped, Sherry. Oh no, it was the rumors of incredible freedom that brought me to the Coronis Expanse. Freedom that is generously bestowed upon everyone who can survive in these parts. All doors are open here. You can become a saint, a mogul, a kingmaker, or anyone you like, really. Here, hard work pays off. Unless you're used to lying by the roadside and complaining instead of toiling for the good of your soul, glory, wallet, or whatever floats your boat. I'm used to working hard, and so I found my blessing.
So you came here for money. How did you escape from Ifrit? Ifrit.
I convinced my father
Whatever.
I personally wish to oversee the inspection of imported goods. I had to get experience so I wouldn't bring shame on our family, didn't I? I made friends with traders, missionaries, and soldiers at the port. I listened to their stories, studied the charts, learned what documents I had to forge to escape the planet. A kind word here, a shiny coin there. And here I am, in the iron belly of a ship, braving the void in search of a new life.
Judging by your implants, you've had quite a few close shaves over the years.
Consider it a mark of my trade. This year,
Mechanical hand.
Xenos, dumb-headed orcs. Who knew that we weren't the only ones to get tempted by the wreck of that raider? As for this treasure,
Neck
I received
implant.
it as a reward for a life that had been just a little too good. I was in a hurry to get to the Adeptus Amasacus after the Exalted One blessed me with immense wealth. I was 2 backstreets away from the den when a pathetic ashmag attacked me, envious of somebody else's fortune.
She drags her thumb over her throat. Tech use. You're familiar with implants like the one that has replaced Jay's neck. It is merely one part of a massive augmentation replacing the internal organs. A slit throat could not have been the cause for installing such a sophisticated device. Well, thanks for lying to me.
All relationships are based on mutual trust. That goes for business too.
Do you have a lover?
Or lucky lady, you mean? My heart has been coveted by proud men with hard eyes, gentle maidens with sensual voices, imperious lords and fierce leaders of void brigands. Only rogue traders have not yet featured among Jai Hidari's intimate friends. Why do you ask, Shiri?
Why did you not answer?
You are prying at the treasures of my soul, my little secrets. How else can I keep them safe from such a powerful robber as the rogue trader? I dare not refuse you.
I want to know.
Oh, Shireen. Then what reason do I have to tell you the truth? Every mystery once solved ceases to excite the interest of an inquiring mind.
But I don't care.
How strange. But I dare not disobey, Shireen. If you command me to forget, the winds of oblivion will carry the memories you scorn from my mind.
Your background again?
To youngest
Nothing
Tom,
new.
all relationships are based on mutual trust. That goes for business.
Pretty sure you
too.
don't trust me. Hello, Pascal. Pascal. Pascal? Is it fine if I call you Pascal? Or Pascal? With a Z in there? You're telling tales about your colorful past, but I'm not feeling... you're lying to me, basically.
Listen, Shireen, the giver of happiness and the dearest of my friends. I am who I am, a cold trader, a Casbalican agent, and your partner. We each have a past, and that past is sealed. I'm
Not really.
prying into your soul, am I? Well, have pity on mine. It has already been gnawed at by the Aji. And if you don't like the sound of that, we'll just go our separate ways. Deal?
Deal.
All relationships are based on mutual trust.
You don't trust
That
me
goes
at all.
for business too.
So what about the business you wanted to talk about?
Oh, Shireen, I did manage to spark your interest. Allow me to invite you to a more private place. My words are meant for your ears alone.
Uh-huh. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Oh, okay, there she is. The flickering light of dozens of candles plays across Jay's face, making her small smile appear ever more mysterious. Oh, thank you for the follow, Madame Jenna. Shireen, the Exalted One himself brought us together the day you crossed the Vladame's threshold. He led us to the cargo, and gave his blessing for its return. Do you know what people on my world say when such a thing happens? What's gained is to be shared with your neighbor. She points at the containers in front of her. One contains a polished artillery rifle, a rare model, and the other holds an ornate sword. Oh, she gave me some artifacts. Well, thanks. This claves AoE attack has an increased area of effect. Okay. Counts as a power weapon. It's a Drukhari weapon. Well, you're the only one who can use these weapons. This game looks good. You play it regularly? I am looking at... well, I am looking at the chat. Well, I guess when I'm not looking at the game, basically. Anyway, I've been playing this game ever since it came out on Thursday. Yet more Xeno Heresy. Shrug. Equip with deadlier weapons than this. What? Didn't you want to talk to me about the business opportunity? Give me some good tips for this game? Extra turns are amazing. Anything that gives you extra turn, take it. Anything that gives you bonuses for extra turns, take it. That's pretty much it. Also, have as many attacks as possible. I sound like a very good streamer. I do? Or is that sarcasm? I guess there's not a slash S in there. Thank you. How am I doing, says Pascal? I'm doing good. I think. Anyway, please tell me what you were here because I asked you about business. Where am I from? I'm from Canada. I'm a French Canadian. That's why I sound like I have an accent. Straight down to business. Not even any prelude? Oh, Shireen, if there were more dealers like you on Footfall instead of people who like to hear themselves speak, I get twice as much done. Yeah, okay. I'm serious, you sound like a very good streamer. Ah, thank you. And you're very good. May I introduce myself? Sure. If you want to. You don't have to if you don't feel like it, by the way. You're not obliged to. I just want people to hang around here, have some fun. You don't have to worry about stuff. After a brief pause, she awkwardly continues. The matter I wanted to discuss with you is related to my business. You know that I sell Xeno artifacts to interested Imperial subjects, and Imperial trinkets to Xenos. Business is going well, my network runs even without my participation. But when it comes to expansion, that's where it hits the wall. Yeah, because you have to find new Xenos. If you don't mind. A digital artist from the US. Can you work on Discord? I don't use Discord for such things. I prefer using Twitter or X if you want. The link is in the stream channel description doohickey thing. Rivals envious of my success. Falco especially. Wait, whoa. I hit wall. Ah, okay. It's about our rivals. I'm certain the theft of the cargo was his doing. I can never predict what that Ashman will do next. And while the Imperial Authority may be fragmented in the expanse, it could crack down on my people at any moment. Go on. If the rogue trader puts in a good word for me with the servants of the Administratum, I could become an official trade representative of the Imperium. This kind of paper will offer me and my agents protection against Ashmag's schemes. Far better than any refractor fields. Even the Inquisition will have to think twice before they mess with me, because I'll be a representative of the law of my own right. I don't want to do that. You're doing super illegal stuff. The best part of all that is it will cost you precisely nothing. It's gonna cost me my reputation? Hell no. All you have to do is stop by the Administratum Palace and obtain a certificate from the Master of Seals. My informers tell me that the palace is located on Dragonus, your capital world. How do I benefit? Besides being in receipt of my eternal gratitude? Do you really think I care about that? A wince flickers across her face. I don't mean to anger you, rogue trader. I but dream of turning our corporation to a more profitable track. Perhaps your thoughts will move in the right direction with a little encouragement for me. You must have some factions in mind that you would like to establish relations with? No. I humbly accept your will and the will of the Exalted One, Shireen. You change your mind about the proposal? Hell no. That sounds like super illegal. Wait, can I ask her again about that? If I go see her again, can I ask her again? Can we just repeat that forever? I wouldn't mind helping her achieve... If she kept it all under the rug, I wouldn't mind helping her, but she wants to make it official. With my blessing. Hell no. The whole point is to do this unofficially. Come on now.
May the Exalted One
Okay, so I can say, I'll help you acquire a certificate. Nah. I don't really like you, honestly, even with all the dialogue. I haven't changed my initial impressions of you. Also, if you didn't lie to me constantly, maybe that would help. Yep. I've learned that there are caches. Do you know anything about this?
Me? Not a clue, Lord Captain. I don't know who Lady Theodora would have told about a thing like that, but it definitely wasn't me.
Oh.
Why would you whisper that to me now? Why?
She breaks off, appearing to listen to something. Grief passes over her face like a shadow.
Lord Captain, I don't know anything about caches or Lady Theodora's secrets, but the voices have just reminded me about something. I was once given the chance to try some real wine. Lady Theodora gave me some. Not just any old synthetic booze, but her favorite plum. She always drank it in her palace. It was golden in color, and its name was Flame of Purity.
The wine?
A silly name, but the flavor was so intense, and like nothing I'd ever tasted before or since.
Flame of Purity, her favorite wine. That could be some kind of password for the caches.
It's probably not important, but I don't know anything more than that.
You seem to have a very strong reaction to what Argenta said by the broken lens.
It was just my nerves playing up. Something about our little saint doesn't sit right with me, and I trust my gut.
Uh-huh.
Oh sure, she seems straight as an arrow and as predictable as a hangover after drinking. But when I look at her, something about her makes my brain itch.
Is it because you're evil and she's good?
After that
Work on Discord?
conversation,
I ask you to
I
send it over
tried to
Twitter,
what was being
please.
said about her, beyond the door. What I heard was strange. Blood in her past, twilight in her present, and something like a star leading her. But where is it leading her? I saw several roads, and all of them frightened me.
Okay, Madame Yena, Sweetjena09? Whatever. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Sorry, on Twitter? Oh, okay. Can you have a look at it? I'll look at it after the stream. Sorry, but I'm not gonna do this right now. I'd like to, you know, keep it going, not interrupt it too badly. But I'll look at it. After the conversation, I tried to listen to the door. Blood in her past, twilight in her present. A star leading her. Yeah, I know, but I know that. You want her to warn her?
Oh yeah, you go ahead and tell her the wicked Psyker has divined something about her. She'll be so pleased and grateful, and of course she'll listen to what you have to say. No, that would be pointless.
Mm-hmm.
And anyway, I'm not even sure what it all means. Maybe the danger is to her, or maybe the danger's coming from her.
It's your birthday today. Well, happy birthday. Awareness detects success. The Dira's voice is full of animosity, but you also detect concern or pity. Let's see if I can talk to Argenta. A special offer for you. Uh-huh. Because it's your birthday. Would be much appreciated if you had a look right now. Well, I do mind. I'm not gonna... No. Sorry. I can't. I'm a bit busy, as you can see. Yep. Let's see. Here's Pascal. Alright, Pascal. Sure, okay, that's good. Nope, he has no dialogue. Okay, let's go to space, baby. I'll wait for your reply. Good. Quick save. Lord Captain, we are once more within reach of the Von Relatious Protectorate. Of utmost urgency is restoring communications with your planet, and bestowing the wisdom of your decrees upon their stewards. Developing colonies, claiming new territories, establishing trade links. All of this is in your privilege and burdened. We got some mobile extractums. So how do I go to space? This? Map of the Expanse. Chart new routes. Well. Travel between systems is fraught with mortal perils and take place in another dimension, the warp. Only a navigator can plot a course. Click the circular button at the bottom of the screen to have the ship's navigator chart a route to the new system you have selected. GC travel left mouse button to warp travel. A route's color indication of its danger level. Green is safe. Yellow routes have unpredictable events that occur during the jump. Orange, high probability of coming under attack in the warp. Red is that we're going to be assaulted. The ship's navigator can make a route safer by spending points. But do I want it to be safer? I have 0 points right now. To the Imperium, it's a red route. Special routes. Standard scanning could not reveal a route to the selected system, but you can still go there by spending points of insight to plot a guaranteed direct path. Understood. How do I move my camera? I have 1 point. The Cauldron, Omicron. Uncharted system. Are they all going to be Uncharted systems? Where am I supposed to go? Where are my worlds? Hey, it would be nice to have like a direction to go towards. No, we're not going back to the Imperium. Let's go to I Warriors. Wait, let me see the journal. Journal? Okay. Down for knowledge. Shadows. Dreams. The Telecos Epsilon. Pranek and Mundus Valentius. Let's take a yellow route. Warp travel. Uncharted system. Visit. Since I'm here. A couple of planets and a void ship. A Hulk. Let's go like this. Type grade P0060. Planet the Cornus Expanse are teeming with valuable resources. Before these worlds can be harvested, an extractium needs to be set up. Scan the planet to see resources. Accept to confirm your choice. You can see how many extractiums you have. Resources are required to develop colonies and complete contracts. New contracts are now available in the journal. Contracts are requests issued by your colonies. By fulfilling them, you can obtain resources, increase your profit factor, or receive unique items. Fulfilling contracts costs an amount of resources or share your profit factor. The contract description contains both the cost and the reward. This gives me 2 adamantine. I'm not sure if that's good or not. You can start producing adamantine. I want to get some Xenotech, some Plasteel, and some Promethium. Let's focus on getting that first. A small human dwelling stands on this barren, deserted planet. Scouts report that the old hermit lives there, who spends his day in prayer to the Emperor. Can you give me a blessing? To the Lord Captain's surprise, the old hermit turns out to be a navigator, and when the old man discovers the noble status of his visitor, he willingly recounted his tale. He had retreated to this planet long ago, back when he was still in his youth, after he realized that his mind would not withstand frequent forays into the Emeterium, the realm of the archenemy. The hermit spoke with pride about how he had worshipped the Emperor each and every moment of his life, but when he mentioned the golden light of the Astronomicon, his voice quivered. When his guests left, he stared at them for a long time, his gaze filled with sadness. Okay, so we can get some adamantine on this desert world. How about this Hulk? Scan. Oh. Drifting void ship. Ah, it's an exploration type of mission. Let's go there. And loot it, baby! Wonder what kind of void ship it is. Is it just a regular human void ship? I guess we'll see. Continue. Do I get up there? No, I can't. Not yet, anyway. Is there a barrel I can explode? The door. Hmm. The stomach turning bloody smear on the wall from a malevolent symbol. The blood seems to have penetrated the metal. Oh, I think we are inside of some kind of chaos.
Always keep your eye on the
Thing.
prize.
Demolition.
Never doubt me.
Nice. Piece of stuff. Okay, some loot. Yoink.
I always have a backup plan.
The dull sound produced by the ventilation system create the illusion that the ship is breathing. Like a living insect creature. Well, isn't the machine spirit that does that? Pascal, you good? Oh, a mad tech priest. Hello. Wanna talk? The priest whose embody is covered in symbols carved into being. This is very bad. The Messiah's grace has forsaken this place and these brethrens.
I always keep my options open.
You see a trap? What was that? Hmm? There's a cogitator.
This ocular implant was
A
a
secret
worthwhile
door.
investment.
There's some traps. Argenta,
I'm restless.
disarm the trap, please. Come on.
I better myself
Thanks.
through my service.
Yoink, some loot. Some more loot. A provocator's helmet. Applies minus 10 to all attacks made by warrior and all enemies. Oh. It's like a general debuff
Keep
helmet.
your wits about you.
Oh. Okay, it's like a haunted ship. Dark reddish blotches. Oh, on the side, this hour is upon us.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh. Open the damaged door. Pascal? Thank you.
Rise
More
to
of
the top,
these
or you're
doohickeys.
left in the dust.
Oh. What is that? Like some kind of generator? Oh, there's water on the floor. It's being electrified. This is a house of darkness and corruption. Yeah, here it is. Yoink.
Let us not dawdle.
I can't really see a proper path through here. Thank you, 34%. Behavior was caused by no common mechanical malfunction. The cause is supernatural in origin.
I always
Yay.
have a backup plan.
Full. Reverse.
Keep your wits about you.
It's nothing.
Ouch. We made it through at least. We got some fresh wounds. Damn it. Cut the power. Hey, warp stuff. Boop, 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 boop. Henrix? Warp activity here. The bloody spectacle we witnessed may have been a simple illusion or a vision from a past or future. Hmm.
I always keep
Quick
my options
save.
open.
Maybe the tech priests are immune to the warp effects or something. Well, no, because Pascal will also be immune. Never mind. Scraps of skin and broken nails and teeth are stuck in the ragged grooves of the bulkhead. Someone tried to scratch their
Rise to
way
the
out.
top or get left in the dust.
Yeah, those are bad signs. Hey, tech priests. Accursed flesh, you betray me. I'm dwelling in the manner of flesh and sinew, but my spirit longs for the perfection of the machine. Uh-oh. Tech comrade, you are in need of ritual protocol. We will mend you. Yes, we will mend you. By murdering him? Wow. Amazing. Quick save. Just in case.
Let us not
What is that?
dawdle.
Head trauma. Damn it.
Shai is being quite open about her connection to the Lord Captain. Unusual behavior for a princess. It seems the nobles on Efreet have very different ideas of propriety.
Di likes to flaunt her trophies and wealth. The Lord Captain is both to her.
Yay. Jay is such an awesome character. Can't wait to talk to her more. Never mind. We'll never do that again. Augmented glove. Gives you some bonuses. The metal feels warm and moist. Backup generator.
I always keep my options open.
Compressor, main hall cogitator. We need 10 stuff. 4, 5. Up. 10. We got it.
Worse than this. What a peculiar
We have so many wounds. Crippled arm, broken ribs, and a malediction.
I always have a backup plan.
Backup generator. And Pascal. Uh-oh. Ugh. Hmm. Hmm. The generator turned on. And well, but what? But what?
Rise to the top or get left
Here.
in the dust.
Never doubt me.
Did it work? It worked.
We could deal with this.
Quick save.
I better myself through my service.
To loot. Okay, that's it. What was that? That was it. We made it all the way here just for some treasures.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh, look at that! With his mouth on the floor. Ew. Maybe I opened something up somewhere.
Is there money to be made?
Tech priests are gone. That's bad news.
I
No,
always
we're gonna
keep my
fight.
options open. Your arrogance will be your downfall.
Okay, he has 100 HP. 100 HP. They're all really tough. Got it. Herald of Corruption, 37. We just shoot him. Gain 35 temporary wounds. Artificial. Hmm. Okay then. We're inside of like a pit. Be a good idea to get out of the pit. All the enemies are gonna be unknown to this little bit here. Let's go. Extra turn. Argenta. Who can you shoot?
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Can you shoot the Herald?
This is
No.
unacceptable. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Amazing. The valley is already degraded, pretty much. Okay, so can you see somebody? Nope. Here's to give out more bonus extra turns. Just because. Oop.
Doubt is for the weak. You, my
Nice.
Emperor. As the Emperor commands, I
Tiny
act.
bit of momentum. Now it's Casey has to turn for real. So if you move over there, can you look at the Herald of Corruption? Yeah.
If I may,
Give an extra turn to Argenta.
I'm afraid not.
Everybody's too far. Dang it, my bad. Abelard. Run over here. And wait. There's a Mad Magos down there. What's lot of HP? They all have a lot of HP. Oh, so there's this techno. Ew. Ow. think we might lose this encounter. It's possible at least. What was that? I see something over there. Another Herald of Corruption. Can we not shoot those guys? Seems like the answer is a nope. Are they even on the turn order? Yeah, they are. Alright then. Let's give out some buffs. Purge Soul. Emperor's Word. Up.
Let's see to it.
Can heal somebody. Shoot somebody. What kind of gun do you have? The Poe Hammer. How about a bit of a Purge Soul?
Not sanctioned to do.
No line of sight.
I'll
We
put
go
my
here.
psychic abilities to use.
Now, do you have line of sight? Yeah.
Naturally.
Oop. Let's finish him off. I think I missed. Or he's dead. Either or. Yeah, okay, he's at 0. For some reason he doesn't count as being dead.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
I can shoot this guy down there. Oop. Amazing. Ooh. Pascal's here. Give out the buff. Then move here. Shoot this guy. Boop. This hell did do something, but I can't shoot it. Weird. Can't give out an extra turn though. Maybe Casey could be a good target of the extra turns.
Make some opportunities.
Anyway, Argenta, here's a buff.
It's as good as done.
Here's another buff.
Who, if not me?
Here's an extra turn.
I'll see to it personally.
Who can you look at? This guy? How about the Herald of Corruption? No line of sight. Okay then. Look at him. I don't even know if that did damage. Extra turn. Argenta.
I'll show you why navigators are feared. Rejoice in battle.
Up. Let's fire. Fire.
I'll do it.
Nice damage. Jesus. That was a lot. Keep shooting.
The Emperor commands.
And reload.
I'll do it.
Okay. Okay. Still Marcus's turn. Up. Up.
I'll make
That should do it. And take cover. It's still my turn for some reason. Let's give out some more buffs.
It's as good as done.
Okay. Ow. No line of sight. What the guy down there?
I'm afraid.
No line of sight. Let me go back a bit.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
Look at this servitor.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Nice. Extra turn. To Heinrichs.
Is this a job for the serfs?
Heinrichs. Use your turn to charge down there.
Let's see to it.
Okay. That'll help. Large turn now. We can go and bonk this servitor.
Tested tactics are the best ones.
Give him the bonk. Nice. Then let's give him an extra bonk.
Victory is imminent.
Using a slash. Bop.
It will be done. Once we have a target,
Nice. Now he's gonna be blocked from using ranged weapons. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Jeez. Deep analysis. Oh. Ow. Jeez.
Don't leave us.
Well, sorry, Abelard. You're
That's
down.
an order.
Okay, Heinrichs. Melee time.
I need a foothold for the throne's glory.
Nice. Shield of the Emperor.
Let's see to it.
And... yeah, heal yourself. You could use it. Argenta's turn.
Guided by faith.
Concentrated
Justice
fire.
for the weak.
Get him. Yeah, we still have no line of sight on this. Herald of Corruption.
I'll do it.
Hey, we got one shot. Keep it up. Nice. Oh, he reaches melee range. Are they all gonna reach melee range? Hmm. They get close. Ow. Ow.
Vengeance will be swift.
Okay, Pascal. Get in there. Give him the sweep. So I'm gonna hit my allies, never mind. Bonk this guy. Nice. Give this guy some regular damage. How about this guy? No. Oop. This counts as like a psychic power? What the hell? Okay, Marcus, extra turn. Cassia. Cassia. Can you look at somebody?
Me?
Look at this guy.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
I don't even know if that did anything. It's hard to tell sometimes.
I don't need
Yeah, we're not doing good in
I
this
have
fight.
strategy.
Cassia's turn again.
Emperor.
I just want to have a look over there. Yeah, we just don't see them. Well, look at this guy instead. Nice. Actual damage.
That is foolish.
And that's pretty much it. Frag grenade. Ow. 2 frag grenades. 3 frag grenades. What the hell?
By the manner of their death, we shall
Okay, Heinrichs. Bonk. This bad boy.
Lord Captain.
Nice. That's pretty much it. Heal Argenta. Okie dokes. Now Argenta. Leave melee range. Focus fire so you don't hit Heinrichs. Focus fire. And kill the Herald. This thing.
As the Emperor commands,
I think we got it. It's hard to tell sometimes.
I will not.
Boop. Okay. We can see some parries. Ow. Gonna shoot somebody. Okay. Marcus, extra turn to Madame Casey. Cassia. Look at this guy. Nice. I can go back there. Give an extra turn to Madame Argenta. Give her some more damage. I'll be like +5 damage.
You should feel honored to witness this.
Faith without deed.
Nice.
That is
Reload.
not the Emperor's will.
Shoot once more.
I'll do it.
Boom. We get one more shot because we killed it. He has too much HP. Too much HP. Everyone in slaughter.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
That'll do a bit. That'll do fine. Ugh. I still need to get some lines of sights on these enemies over there. Yeah, I can look at them.
If you insist, Captain.
Well, that's pretty much all we can do. Amazing. More grenades. Alright. Heinrichs, buff yourself.
Let's see to it.
And give this servitor the big bonk.
For the throne's glory, nothing
Nice.
stands against me.
So heal yourself while we're at it.
I won't object to it.
And buff the others.
But of course, Lord Captain.
Argenta's turn. Move here. Shoot the servitor. Burst fire. This techno ding. Nice. Fire again.
I'll do it.
Nice. We're starting to turn around the fight. It's in our favor now. I have 2 action points. Up. Use an extra turn again.
On it.
Keep it up.
Faith without deed is worthless.
Nice. Ugh. Let's keep looking at these guys.
Cross my gaze.
Hello, Danny. Look at him.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered.
Boop. That should do it. Good morning. Thank you. Oh my god, so many grenades. Let's rush this
The
guy.
Emperor is on our side.
Give him the double bonk. Bonk number
Let's see
1.
to it.
Nice. Bonk number 2. Nice. That'll help. Argenta, move up.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
We can't even shoot him. Run and gun.
I'll do it.
Move here. Ah, we have line of sight. Firearms mastery.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Use the thing that gives you more attacks. Have a bigger bonus to your attack.
The Emperor
200%
commands, I
damage.
act.
Get him. Nice.
Is a threat.
We win. That was a big encounter. Jeez. Sniper rifle. Feels like we're not getting much out of these enemies. How much loot? A plasma gun.
Let us not do.
Another sniper rifle. Let me quick save in case we have another fight ahead of us. Because we're kind of badly wounded right now.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Oh. A trap. I think I see more enemies ahead.
I woke up with a feeling of wonder, as if a field of flowers was blossoming nearby.
And we triggered the trap.
Saved from death.
Oh well.
1,000 heretics were burning alive.
Yep, okay,
begging
let's
and
see.
Sobbing and howling.
Any servitors in this room? Yeah. Let's make sure we don't die on the first opportunity. Go.
Rise to the dust. But I will grant none.
So the Herald of Corruption are the most important because they give buffs to everybody else. How many are there? I can see 2. I see 3 of them. 4 of them. Who's the first one? This guy's gonna go first. Let's have Argenta here. Up. 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 Let's see how this works. Here's an extra turn.
I'm a navigator, not a servitor.
Go for the Herald. Corruption. Boop. Nice. That's some damage at least. Momentum. Momentum. Extra turn.
I'll make it happen.
The bonkage going. Hey, we got a kill at least. But the Herald's still gonna go. Give everybody a buff. Damn it. It's extra HP. A lot of extra HP. Okay. Is he gonna ever run out of grenades, by the way? Ouch. That hurts. Argenta started. Please dodge. Okay, we dodged. Let's fire up on this thing. Kill him, please. Amazing. Reload.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Run and gun.
Doubt is for the weak.
Burst fire on the abomination. Well, okay, never mind. Damn it. I guess it counts as being in cover. For some reason. I gotta be honest, the loot of this place really wasn't worth it. What are these 41 stacks? Base lethality. Okay. Can start giving out the bonkage. Give him the bonk. That wasn't much. More bonk. Amazing. Oh my god. Okay, at least the bonuses don't stack. In that case. Casey, can you look at them?
If I may.
So turn to Argenta. You start shooting. Nice. Ow! Marcus, extra turn. You gotta give it to Casey,
Not me.
because she can look at more people.
It's as good as done.
Or Argenta.
I'll see to it personally.
I'll do it.
Look at all this damage. Okay, we can now go Super Saiyan on these guys. Give yourself bonus strength.
I won't object to it.
Give a buff to everybody else.
Naturally.
Move up. Give this Herald over there a bonk.
Let's see.
Do I use the heroic ability right now? Now let's heal Pascal instead.
I won't object to it.
The Vox Skull. What does it do? It gives out buffs. Extra turns. Abelard. We're gonna go crazy on these guys. Bonk. Charge. This guy. Have some extra attacks. Have a reckless attack. Just so we can give some good damage in there. Nice. Again. Again. Nice. That should help. And we're back with Marcus. Was an extra turn for some reason. And buff. Let's buff. Buff some more.
I'll see to it personally.
Okie dokes. Now it's all the enemy's turn. Oh, Heinrichs. Ow. They keep giving out bonus HP. What? How can you fire? I'm blocking you with a melee unit. Oh well. Let's read out. Why does she have 7 AP, by the way? Rebel and Slaughter. Winded. I don't know why she has so many action points. Anyway, Burst Fire. On all these guys. Come on. Get them. Oh, so much damage. I don't know why the damage is so high. Wildfire. Attack again. Nice. Oh, I should have gone to Rebel and Slaughter again. Ugh. Nice. It's Pascal's turn now. Play the weak point. Wow. We don't do much damage, do we? Boop. They keep giving out buffs, but I don't care. Now, Casey, we can look at some guys. Who am I gonna look at? How about this Mad Magos down there? Look at him. Next. Let's buff up Abelard, give him some extra turns. Boop. That's pretty much it. Okay. Ow. Time for more extra turns. I can give a really big extra turn. Authority Air. Extra turn. Rebel and Slaughter. And shoot this guy. Nice. Should I use Fire Mastery right now? Yeah, let's do that right now. Oh no, that means we won't have an extra turn. Oh well, whatever. Let's kill as many as we can. Keep going. Again. Come on. Damn it, that wasn't enough. Heinrich's turn.
Let's see.
Burst pistol. Striking force. More damage. There's a cleave. Good damage. But it's not really all that much. Ow. Abelard's turn. Oh. Nice damage. Let's get one extra one. Dead. Let's block him. Injured. Just in case. Does nothing. So without any servitors, the servo skulls are useless. Good to know. Oh my god, that wasn't enough to kill him. Okay, Argenta. Let's kill this servitor here. Somehow. Because they're engaged in melee, it's a bit hard to target them. Extra damage. Let's burst fire on these bad boys. Oh my god, so much damage. We're putting Slaughter for more buffs. Ugh. Okay, Pascal. You're gonna have to escape from this place. Because you'll die if you don't. But we're locked in an infinite engagement here. He's not getting any weaker. Cassia's turn. Let's get this Technomag down there.
I have read tomes of
Him in particular. Screw him. Nice. And we get some more extra turns to give out.
me.
Let's give it all to Argenta. Right, I can use this. And this. And then get this demon thing. There he goes. Back to Cassia, extra turn, Argenta. Go for this demon thing over there. Same thing. This doesn't spend any versatility stack, so I can use it every single turn basically. 200% damage boost. Need to reload.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
And kill the demon, please.
I'll do it.
Oh my god, you killed Marcus, not the demon! The demon! Kill it! The demon! Oh, whatever. Whatever, I don't care anymore. That's better. Keep shooting. The demon died on the first shot. That's why I didn't do much. Okay then. Now we're down to desperation again. Run and gun so we can move a bit. Up. Shoot. Don't hit Pascal. Because you're gonna kill him if you do. Good damage. Extra attack.
I'll do it.
Boop. Okay. Oh, Cassia's bugged. She gets infinite extra turns. That's good.
If I may.
Reload.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
I have an extra burst attack. Don't hit Pascal. Nice. And you hit Pascal. Amazing. Oh well. Where did all the Revolt and Slaughter stacks go? Weird. Anyway, let's cheese this fight. If we can manage to.
God Emperor, move through me.
Burst fire.
Be the fire in my heart.
200% damage.
For the weak.
This, now it's at 280%. Some kind of stat is scaling up. Look at that. Insane damage. Keep it up.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Go for the Vox Skull.
Emperor commanded you, my emperor.
Okay. Now you can move a bit.
Step aside. The
You need a more
navigator
buff?
is
No, no
coming.
more buffs.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Get him. Nice. Nice. Keep it up.
Isn't this a job
Thank
for
you,
size?
bugs. Shoot.
The emperor commands. Why I must
Okay.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
You can get an extra attack in there.
The weak.
Yeah.
As the Emperor commands.
All that's left is all the heralds, which means we win. Yay! Thank you, cheese. Cheeseomancy, the strongest magic. So I need to learn to be careful with Argenta's burst fire now, because she can one-shot any person of my party basically with one stray shot, especially at like 300% damage boosts.
Right there.
Let me look at why is the damage boosting more and more on the focus fire? What determines this? Ballistic skill. Ah. And there's some, I guess there's a bunch of things that boost the ballistic skill, so that's why it goes so high.
Duty prevails. Never doubt me.
Oh, careful. We didn't really recover anything important from this place. How's the XP looking? Yeah, we almost leveled up.
I better myself through my service.
Another fight ahead of us? Or is that the exit? Quick save. One more trap. Multiple traps.
Keep your eye on the price.
Argenta.
When the faithful are idle,
Go here.
heresy grows.
Reverse.
What
Back here.
dangers await us?
And disarm.
The Emperor favors me today.
Okie dokes. This is to leave. A formidable looking door blocks the way into the next module. It is covered in scratches as if someone clawed in the cold metal for a very, very long time. The door does not respond to your touch and stands fast, refusing to open. The writing above the doorway reads, Main Computing Cathedral. The tech priest blesses himself with a protective symbol. Shield us, O Machine God, from the evil that has taken hold of your temple. Save us, preserve us from the corruption, usher us the way. The sacred metal that bars our path is weakened. Let us appeal to the machine spirit of one of the generators so the metal can make drink from its blessed energies. There should be one hidden somewhere in the module. Didn't we already find one? Inspect the door mechanism. The door... Once you turn it on, you should be able to proceed. Look around. Restore power. Okay, but before that, let's go back to the void ship so we can heal all of our wounds. And hopefully we win the next fight fairly. Without losing too many of my guys. Imagine we're gonna have to be fighting some kind of tech demon. Let's go. Again. Hopefully we level up too. That'll be nice. In 2 levels we get extra action points. On everybody. That'll help.
I always keep my options open.
There's the door. Quick save. Oh. Magos Tapirius Manhala. Mala. Yo. The air in the room is permeated by a wild mixture of miasma of both mechanical and biological origins. Blood, rust, vomit, machine oil, excrement, kerosene. All these smells blend together into such a thick stench that it almost feels palpable. Just as the air here is one of mad tangle of odors, the device in front of you is a mishmash of wriggling wires and transplanted fragments. In all the clutter, one could almost miss the main component, a heavily augmented man, whose upper body is embedded into the frame of the machine, dozens of wires piercing his flesh. A crust of congealed blood and other bodily fluids covers the man's entire body, but his eyes are open and his gaze keen. This gaze is turned to you, devoid of surprise or deference. Who are you, disturbing the peace of holy martyrs in the home of our grief? What do you want? The symbol you brethren protects are symbols of chaos. Your knowledge is lacking, invader. Those are secret holy symbols imparted to us by the Omnissiah. How else would my tech comrades have survived? Persuasion 5. Coercion 50. Snap out of it. Coercion success. The man's eyes clear for a moment. They still lack understanding, but there's a hint of surprise. He slowly looks around the room, at the ecstatic priests, at his own mangled body. His box hisses as if he's struggling to say something. Suddenly the mingled stench in the room is drowned by the sharp, piercing smell of ozone and grease. You sense that the nauseating atmosphere that prevailed in the room has condensed to a single point of evil. The depths of the ship is now hurtling towards you. Uh-oh. The beast. Oh my god. Is that followers? Want a dialogue? No, we fight.
Every last one of you.
The Forge Fiend. It has a bit of armor, but it's not that bad. Raging Fiend, permanent. Suffers damage, it becomes in range. It strikes back with after every additional attack suffered this round. Twin Plasma. Pretty bad. Big AoE. But the minute enters combat, each party member suffers less momentum. But if he dies, we all gain momentum. He has a bunch of servitors around it. Only 5 enemies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Maybe we can kill some of the servitors to start with. Okay, Abelard. We're gonna be on this side. Pascal. On this side. With Heinrichs. Argenta next to you. And we're gonna be nearby. Marcus, you're kind of by yourself. Take cover. And Cassia, you're with the group. Give an extra turn to Argenta. So the beast is gonna go first, so let's not attack it right away to avoid enraging it. Momentum. I want to go for the box skull. Yeah, let's go for the servitor. Okay. We got one hit in.
Emperor, give me strength.
It's Marcus's turn now. Can't do anything. Ow. That was a lot of damage. We got all knocked down. Okay, look at him. Who's next? This servitor and this servitor. Then this Vox skull. There he goes. Yeah, so they're knocked down so they don't have any turns.
Do not dare ask. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Nice. That'll help.
At your beck and call.
Gets back up. Nice dodge. You should parry. No, or you shouldn't. Marcus's turn. Come over here.
Ready for whatever comes.
Extra turn to Argenta.
I'll see to it personally.
Argenta. For some reason we can't use controlled fire. Or shoot. You're sure? Why can't you shoot, Argenta? Ah, because we're next to an enemy. Bleh. Well, that's bad. That's really bad. She's like the best that we got. Heinrichs, you're the next one. There's all the buffs.
Not me. I'll make it happen.
Heinrichs, keep buffing yourself.
I'll see our foes.
Time to bonk.
But of course. Alas.
What? What? No, that's not the end. Oh, we get an extra turn for some reason. Extra damage
I'll
too.
see to it personally.
I won't object.
Boop.
Nothing stands against me.
Boop.
Naturally.
Let's keep going. Other
Get me a
servitor.
target. I won't
Boop.
object.
Why are you attacking Abelard? That's weird. Anyway, boop. Keep it up.
But of course.
Boop.
Done with this one.
Don't know why, but then we're not losing any action points.
I'll put
Not that I'm
my psychic
complaining.
abilities to use.
Oop. Oh, that's bad. He counterattacks every time. Well, it's time for me and Casey and Marcus to buff each other. Look at him.
I am a navigator, not a
Nice look. Okay, so then to Marcus. Marcus, give some buffs to Casey. Up. Casey, buff yourself. Marcus, extra turn to Casey. Also all of the buffs. Up. Up.
On it.
Up.
Who if not me?
Look at him. Oof, 130% damage. Buff yourself again.
It's a job for the serfs.
Please, we need to survive one more turn. We can get him. By looking at him.
I'm not accustomed.
Ah. Got him. The man's mutilated bodies is whacked by waves after wave of convulsions. Evil, that was evil incarnate. Evil, the corruption that washes us day after night, day and night. He raises his head and looks at you straight in the eye. You've banished the evil, you tried to warn me, but I was deaf. The ship, Kavagama, followed us from there. You come from Kavagama? Yes, the ship and the planet, the traitors amongst our brethren, tormenting the sacred mechanisms, letting corruption into their systems. They turn that which is holy into the unholy, and they set these new twisted machines upon us, their tech comrades. We managed to flee, but one of the monsters found its way to the ship. A tear appears in the corner of his eyes. He thrashes frantically, in a mess of wires piercing his body. We fought. We cut off one module after another, as one cuts away rotting flesh, but it followed. Its invisible influence, the corruption it exuded, they claimed us one by one. The crew were merely humans of flesh and blood. They were so weak, they succumbed so easily. We could not save them from evil, so we gave the ship into the darkness amongst the stars. The darkness came for us too. In this last module, where we intended to make our last stand, I sacrificed myself. I became a filter, a stopper against the corruption emanating from the machine. I succumbed. The corruption came for our souls, the corruption of Kavagama, traitors. With the last of his efforts he rasps, the fabricator sensor, it all started with him. He was the one who led this stain into the sacred code. He was the one who doomed our brethren. He was the one who spawned the steel monstrosities in the furnace of our planet. Rest in peace. I was a part of a great force that drives the universe. I do not fear the cold of death. I guess we got some clues as to what happened in Kavagama. The Shell of the Demon Engine. His creation that disrupted the ship system and twisted the priest's minds. Oh, armor. Headhunter Light Carapace. Costs light armor. Awareness divided by 10% dodge. That's going to Cassia if she can wear it. Let's see this. You know, the first crit hit plus % dodge. So we either get plus dodge or plus dodge. That's gonna be 10% dodge. This is gonna be plus that's like 3%. Nope, that's better. Where is it? The Hound to Light Carapace. Nice. 10% dodge is pretty good, right? Some armor on the Mad Tech Priests. A Diagnoster. Gets 15 to Medicate. Who's our Medicate person again? 35, 40, 65. Here you go, Argenta. Okay, time to level up. Quick save in case I mess this up somehow. Oh, we're getting the heroic abilities. Orchestrated Firestorm. So you select one guy and they all attack. All allies with the master tactician that have line of sight make a single attack against a random enemy within the zone. That's gonna be pretty good. Depends on what the upgrades are gonna be. Right now the extra turns is way more powerful. Unyielding Guard. On the next turn, the Vanguard attacks each enemy that attacks the allies in 3 cell radius. Meh. It's alright. Steady superiority. Until the end of combat, make one additional attack each turn. Additional attack on each turn. The first attack. Oh my god, it's amazing! Okay. Dispatch. Makes an attack with the current weapon against an enemy. Cannot miss. Deals 50% more damage. Additional damage equal to 25% of the target's missing wounds. Oh, so the weaker the enemy is, the more damage it does. The assassin's dodge, dodge reduction, armor penetration, and parry duration are double for this attack. Pretty good. So it's one big attack. Officer gives you orchestrated firestorm. In the Heinrichs, same thing. You get one extra attack. Okay, well that's good. And that was a fast level too because we didn't have to make any choices. Also next level we won't have to make any choices either because it's only going to be a +1 AP. That was nice. We found a random void chip and had some clues about the situation in our own system. Cool. Maybe we're close to Kavagama if that's the case. Might be the first world we stumbled upon. Anyway, let's look at the other worlds. No resources. There are 6 in the Imperial cult whose adherents believe transgressors will be punished after death on burning planets. This world could serve as one such purgatory. Okay. Gas giant. Oh. Object discovered. Some fuel. I'll take it. If there's only one world with something resource full, with some resource to extract, we'll go over there and extract it. Begin scan. I just don't know if 2 adamantine is a lot. Provisions. 5 provisions. And use a smuggler's cache. People, chemicals, plasteel, mechanisms. Let me go for the adamantine. And then we'll leave. Adamantine sounds more precious. Extract, please. Extract chem placed. Let's leave. Chart new routes. Where's the ship? There we are. I know there's one world literally right below us. Omicron. Ah, there's one of the worlds I'm supposed to go to. That's where Janice is. Let's move towards it. We might get into combat. I wish to inform you that the sacred rituals addressed to the spirit of the ship has been performed. The techno liturgy and the rite of the machine blessing ended with data meditation in order to comprehend the status of the miracle sent down by the Omnissiah. A question of the sacred knowledge has not been recorded. How the spirit of the void chip was able to call upon the power of the machine god and activate the warp drives remains unknown. During my meditative ritual, the Omnissiah gave me an equally valuable revelation. The sacred spirit that lives in the bowels of the ship's mechanism differs from other analogous forms. The spirit holds a unique power that cannot be called anything less than a blessing. What does it mean? Hypothesis in extremis. The ship's spirit is capable of making unpredictable calculations and actions. It's impossible to predict how it will behave in any given situation, but I believe the spirit is currently showing obedience, at least for now. Well, thanks. Are we interrupted? What's happening? Oh, we made it. Let's visit the system since we're here, or are those combat encounters? Let me quick save and see if I can just poke them. Oh. If we take too much damage and lose scrap, then we can restart. Let's need to get some practice in with the combat system on ships in the void.
I lift up my voice in prayer for this
Oh.
vessel and its hollowed guns.
What? Just miss. Iconoclast class destroyers. Oh no, this one hit. We're taking some damage. Oh, I see an opportunity. Oh, never mind. Let me start with some torpedoes. Where are they? Over there.
Torpedoes away!
Where are my skills again? There it is. Make a U-turn. Let's move up a bit. And shoot this guy. Oop.
Make every shot count.
Then my cannons.
Let them taste our fury.
And then we have a lance weapon and the other starboard. We turn just a bit more. We can get this guy with the lance weapon.
With the force of a supernova.
And use the cannons. Up.
Salvo!
I used every single one of my weapons on this run.
Helmsman, take us in.
Nice. That's where my shields are. Are you in range of my torpedoes? Nope, he's literally right behind them. Ow. Attacking torpedoes. Oof. I think he's in range. What? Just put in front of my, he's just put himself in front of my cannons. Anyway, self-destruct. Boop. Nice. Victus, use the lance.
Lance batteries, volley!
There it goes. Let's do the U-turn maneuver. Also, launch some more torpedoes. That's a ram. I can't use more torpedoes. Oh, they win the round to reload. Okay, U-turn. Up.
Coordinates set.
And recharge your shields. Move. Move, ship. Move. Uh-oh. Move.
All
Okay.
hands, prepare for acceleration.
I'd have to run all the way up to my... Wow. That's a long range. Lances have a long range. I'll remember that. We're taking a lot of damage, kind of.
Fire at will.
Up. I think I could get the guy on my left. He's just slightly too far away. Here's some torpedoes.
Let the void sort them out.
Boop.
Make every shot count.
Destroyed. Now for this guy over there. I get it from here? Yeah. Come on. Damn it. Couldn't get to him. Ow. That was gonna put himself in range of the torpedoes.
Engage the engines. Coordinates set.
Let's see what happens. Yep, going after them. That's good. Up. Can I control the torpedoes again? Yeah, I can. Interesting. Up. It's our turn. Let's do a U-turn. Up. Seems like the U-turns usually take the enemies off guard because they're right now heading towards me. They end up inside of my ship's weapons range. Was it a hit or a miss? Run into him. Yeah, we won.
All clear.
Nice.
Congratulations, Lord Captain.
Some trophies, unholy amulets. Ooh, some new batteries. Short range broadside macro cannons, which deal more damage. And 48 scraps. Let's see if that was enough to repair the damage we took. So we can take on some of those ship encounters. 10 scraps. Yeah, we can afford that. Let's put on the new weapons. Port. Yeah, okay. Upgrade RAM. Reduce damage suffered while ramming on the void ship. Increase hull. There you go, 100 scrap spent. That'll help. Let's look at the planets. Scan. Oh. Only 10 planets. Hendrik says the name is familiar. Bastille, give me that. Can I have a contract for that? Contracts. Yeah, I do have. Complete contract. Okay, so it spends the resources. Road Inquisitor Kalshar servants have been buying up top quality plasteel. While the nature of the Lord's Inquisitor security manufacturing. Okay, so we sold some of the plasteel for money. That's all these things are for money. Up. Can I retake the extractor, or is it permanently down now? Nothing. Literally nothing. Let's go for the other encounter, the combat encounter. Let's see if I can do better. So the U-turn definitely puts enemy ships in my weapons range. Oh, Eldar ships. And they're using torpedoes. Enemy torpedoes. You destroy them. Okay. Oh, wait a sec. What if I launch my torpedoes on the enemy torpedoes? Lance weapon. We missed. Some of my torpedoes.
Keep up the pressure.
We have to not be too near the torpedoes because they have a blast radius. But if we're slightly far away, should be fine. They won't be able to hit us. It's these guys that I have problems with. Up.
Let them taste our fury.
Hey, we hit it. Up. Get him.
Make every shot count.
Come on. Dang it.
Engage the engines.
Let's see if we get hit by the torpedoes. Nope. Amazing. Shadowlands. Then he goes behind me. These guys are gonna try to ram into me by doing the old turn. As long as we keep turning, they won't catch up to us. Ow. Can I hit them from here? Almost.
Coordinate set.
We go in a straight line. Let's see what they do. Yep, they're doing the big old U-turn. Oh, they're in range. And they launched more torpedoes. I can do that too.
Let the void sort them out.
Boop.
Let them taste our fury.
Okie dokes. Let's do a U-turn. Up.
Helmsman, take us in.
And on this side.
Coordinates set.
Can I lance them? Nope, no lances. Dang it. I have buffs. Hollow field. Oh, that's bad. Oh, it didn't do much damage though. What? You can run into what? What the hell? Go here. I think I can get this guy with one of our abilities. Oh yeah. He's dead. Nice. Let's focus fire on this guy there. Can I get into range? Well, range. Yeah.
Make every shot count.
I'm gonna sneeze. Bleep.
Salvo!
We're still missing. Can I lance him?
With the force of a supernova.
Meh. I mean, that was a hit. I should restart shields. Nah, we should be fine. Uh-oh. Please don't reach me. Okay. Gonna shoot at me or what? Well, it's my turn now. Up. Come on, kill him. If I kill him, maybe we don't have to deal with the torpedoes.
Macro cannons, open fire.
Oh, that was a hit. I can get my lance maybe in there.
Coordinates set.
Nope, no lances. Here's some torpedoes.
Keep up the pressure.
Let's break off. Oh. Ouch. My bad. Come on. I think he's gonna be right in range of the plasma torpedoes. Ow. Oh yeah. Get him. So do we win or do I have to deal with these guys? We have to deal with the torpedoes. Okay. Good to know.
Let them taste our fury.
Up.
Macro cannons, open fire.
Okie dokes. Let's get behind them.
Helmsman, take us in.
And we start the shields. Might as well. Hey, so do we win?
A commendable victory, rogue trader.
Hopefully 30 scraps is enough to repair all the damage we took. We leveled up. Got some Wraith Bone fragments. We leveled up. Let's see what we get for the new level. Ship combat's pretty good. I think. Oh yeah, we have enough scraps to repair. Abilities. Reinforced shield. For one sector. New heading. Ooh, that's good. Warp wave. for one enemy creature. Deals damage. Arc Augury. Ooh, that's good. Okay, new heading. And Arc Augury. That'll help. Do we have the abilities? On top of firing weapons, abilities from posts. So they have to set them or something. We have, oh no, they're good. Yeah, okay, we're good. Anyway, the last world to scan. Oh. Must hear the order of the hammer. Oh, Captain, we received a transmission from Folstone. It was sent by members of the Order of the Hammer, votaries of St. Cognitius, whose monastery is the only settlement on the planet. It used to be. Some time ago, a transport vessel, the Navica, unloaded several thousand refugees from a planet belonging to Rogue Trader Winterscale. Again. The Order of the Hammer has judged the invasion to be an act of aggression and is asking for your lordship's protection. Let's resolve the conflict. As it pleases your lordship. Sector, Cornus Expanse. Region, Azizar System. Location, Monastery of the St. Cognitius. Powstone. Material, Chronicle compiled by the humble archivist, Brother Petricos. 611 days after the feast of the passing of Nicomedes Keith, the champion of faith, disquietude marred the calm of the monastery of the Order of the Hammer. Countless tortured souls, steeped in fear, arrived on Foulstone in a star bark. A great apostasy had befallen their home, and turned them into abject wanderers, seeking help and refuge. Their wicked and cruel captain, the owner of the Navica, had betrayed them. Once the unknowing souls in their care had made landfall on the world's surface, he most deviously recalled his shuttles and left, thus ridding himself of his duty of care for the unfortunate lot. Not knowing how they would survive in Foulstone's grim wastelands, the Forsaken people came to the monastery of St. Cognitius, and there they surrounded the walls. They hammered their fists on his gate, and implored and wailed, "Take us in, protect us." In what once was a place of serenity and grace, was now full of din, disorder, and all matters of things despicable. The interlopers brought with them worldly futilities and strife, and mayhaps also the seeds of uttering blasphemies, if fiendly heathens lurked in their midst. After a prayer, the prelate Hectarchius turned his eye to the past in search of instruction. Prelate Hectarius recalled the first missionaries to set foot on Foulstone, vast wasteland, led by the zeal for receiving St. Cognitius, and those missionaries had received the blessings of Nicomedes Keith, the champion of faith who had traveled with them in their star bark, to found in this place a humble and pure abode wherein to cultivate wisdom and piety. In St. Cognitius, a man of great endeavors, a warrior and a wise artificer, never cowered behind the walls of a librarian, but stepped bravely into the darkness, carrying light in the palm of his hand. And he commanded others to do the same. And not only Foulstone, but many other worlds in the Cornus Expanse bear its imprint. And Prelate Hectarius did welcome the interlopers warmly as guests, but he warned his brethren to keep their vigilance. The brethren and sister of the Order of the Hammer came forth to meet the strangers, carrying water and protein victuals, and medicinal herbs and jugs of promethium, but the crowd came to blows over viands, and blood was spilt. I think viands is just fancy or schmancy for meat. Many were trampled or mauled in a stampede, some of them dwellers of the monastery. Then the warriors of the Order of the Hammer donned their flak cowls, inscribed the words of praise to the God Emperor on their tactical visors, and went forth, ready to render service in battle. With las guns and bolters they pierced the interlopers, with their chain swords and power flails they struck them, and a great and bloody harvest was reaped that day. But the interlopers too, scant to their armament, was in counter, their skill in battle, slew many amongst the monastery dwellers, for great were their numbers and greater their desperation. The monks fled beyond the walls, and rang the Vox alarm, and shut the gates and commanded the armed guards to keep watch over the gate, slaying any who approached. A quarrel broke out. The hungry and sick lay siege to the monastery, begging for help. In their spite, they blocked the water collector and unpowered the generatorium. The faithful, in the meantime, made ready to resist. And the miracle came to pass. The God Emperor sent his champion, his confidant, his right hand, the rogue trader of the blessed house von Valentius. May the light of his grace remain upon us. The blessed rogue trader hold account of their deeds, protection over the interlopers. Summon the prelate and the leaders of the interlopers to hold each to account for their deeds. The stranger, prodigious in number, besieged the rogue trader to take them in and give them shelter and protection as to his own servants. And spake they, saying, Long have we wandered, swiftly we have fled, many of woes and ordeal has befallen us, and many father and son are many a father and son are bereft. Now the warp hath taken the last of our strength, and we shall flee no more. And they spake further, saying, Without thy holy protection, we are doomed, for we fear annihilation at the hand of our kin, who remain behind. Having fallen away from the sublime light of the Emperor, they have descended to bloody sedition and become murderers of no mercy. Quoth Prelate Hectaris, Ours a pure and secluded abode. By worldly fertility we are untouched, so we wish to remain. These unknowing souls seek to capture our abode. Avoid this calamity of ours, for they are peoples malicious, and multitudinous and misfated. Then quoth he, If it be thy wish to confer land upon these wretches, confer it, for Falstone has arid lead in abundance. But make it not our duty to take care for them, for it is not our path. Provide for them and provide for us, and we shall acknowledge thee as our planetary sovereign. Okay. Humbly they ordered the hammer, heeded the God Emperor's confidant, and unsealed the airlocks. Oh wait, they did that? I thought I was gonna give them more land. Unsealed the airlock and opened the gate of its abode, and bought for gifts and of virtue to relieve the suffering of the ill-stricken. After a prayer, the architects set to work. In accordance with the saint's teaching and the parameters set forth in the standard template construct, they erected spacious living quarters and study fourth walls for the planetary militia, and a spacious auditorium wherein the trade and store goods, and a proud sensorium within those walls. Clerks and servile bondsmen would maintain order and keep satisfied records. And a new, yet righteous way of life came to Falstone, and the people rejoiced, and all was good. Yay. Oh, it's not, this is my planet. Wow. Only certain worlds, usually the most habitable, are suitable for establishing thriving colonies ripe for development. Completing projects and colonies events can earn the rogue trader unique rewards that cannot be obtained through other means. Projects are backbones of colony development. Completing them requires resources that can be obtained by exploring planets and cosmic amenities. Completing a project takes time. While you continue your travels, you receive notification on the screen that the project is finished. Colony project for Saint Drusus, the High Throne and Celestial Protector. Reward: Infirmical, a two-handed flamer, and some gifts. Blocks project the High Throne, blocks Ocasite to make a choice. Profit factor +2, reputation point with the Drusian, efficiency +1. Affects resource produced. Security. No negative events. Complacency. Profit factor. And the speed of projects. Let's see. For St. Drusus. The powerful, influential cult of St. Drusus is willing to take the young abode of faith under its wing. The Order of the Hammer accept these gifts with caution, worthy of the figure of Drusus, eclipsing their own patron saint. The High Throne. The Ecclesiarchy voidship gains the Emperor's retribution feature. That's for my voidship. +30 per the Prowl Shield sector. Crit hit checks against chaos enemies. The Ecclesiarchy lacks a capital of the Corvus Expanse for which to guide the faithful. If Falstone ascends to the status of a cardinal world, the Adeptus Ministarum will ensure the prosperity of their new planetary stronghold. Heretics will tremble in fear when they hear the alliance between the House of Valentius and the Ecclesiarchy. That sounds interesting. No one in the entire Corvus Expanse will make a worthy guardian of a sanctuary of faith and the head of a House of Valentius. A marvelous basilica will be erected in his honor in the capital city, decorated with 20 statues of the Emperor and Rogue Trader. Parishioners and priests will say their names in daily prayer. I think the High Throne sounds useful. Again, the retribution, so I have +5% crit hit chance. Holy gifts is everything that's going to give us. And then we either have efficiency, competency, security. Let's try the High Throne. That sounds useful. And now we have ranks. Okay, so I have to wait for it to be executed, and then we can do the other ranks. Second rank, third rank. And some of them block others. Crusade. Reputation with the Imperial Navy. Must be over 12. What does that mean? Under? Must be under? Must be over. Intrusive footsteps. Blocks crusade, blocks shrine. Again, guidance of isometric picture. Heresy feature. Use the defender looking all around. Weapons and ships. Acquisition of heresy. More damage against demons. Security for all colonies. Send bonus to all characters during warp encounters. Or a shrine. Get a big hammer. And a whole bunch of profit, complexity, security, efficiency. That's a big boost to this one colony. This is a big boost to tuition reputation. This is a big boost to security over the entire sector. And we get a whole bunch of buffs. That sounds useful. So I have to do bonfires of righteousness. This blocks good tidings. All allies gain dogmatic percent crit hit. Capacity for all projects. Rajasthan. Some kind of crystals. Requirements. Complacency over 4. Efficiency over 4. Right now I have security. Complacency for all colonies +1. Efficiency, complacency. So either we have something that gives bonus to all the colonies or only for the single colony. I think all colonies is better. If all of our colonies have bonuses for all the colonies, it's gonna go insane. I want to have high reputation with the Drusian. Blocks maglev railways. Okay, so some of these projects are blocked with reputation. Interesting. Anyway, let's leave this place. And head it down towards... You can manage your colonies only using the colony management screen. Why? Okay. New routes. So this is the first of one of the worlds I'm supposed to explore. Where are my other worlds? Don't know. Well, do I know which worlds I've visited? Yeah, I do know. Okay. Let's go to Telecos Upsilon. Alright, do we see all the routes all the time, or only when we chart new routes? Don't know. So we have a couple of questions. Yeah, look at that. All the routes stay. Chart new routes, please. Thanks. Where are my other worlds? So I know there's one here. But I don't know where the others are. That's kind of weird, isn't it? Crossroads of 100 Dreams. Time to visit. Lord Captain, according to the telemetry of the parameters of the system, match those of Telecos Epsilon, a home to the agri-world Janus that belongs to the Von Valentius dynasty. We've received a Vox message from the planet. The agri-world's governor officially welcomes the rogue trader and reports that she has begun preparation for a formal reception to celebrate the arrival of the planet's sovereign. Your subjects are looking forward to your visit. There's Janus. Let's scan some stuff. Oh. We got some fuel. Up. Encyclopedia is expanding. People. Some plasteel. Lady Theodore loved frozen worlds. Never did discover the reason why. Let's get some plasteel going. And go down to Janus. Restore shipment, make planets fall. Ooh, look at that. Wow. That looks impressive. A gigantic farm. There's gonna be some big ass fields. Let's go to the governor's estate. Okay. Ooh. Palm trees. Uh-oh. A sniper? Uh-oh. A lavishly dressed noblewoman in an opulent silk gown watches you with an expectant air, but then gracefully bows her head. Gem-encrusted implants protrude from her arms and neck. I welcome you on behalf of the noble house of Viat Ab Aram. My name is Vistenza Janus Viat Ab Aram Af Coronis. Okay. By the grace of the Emperor, in the will of the rogue trader Theodora von Valentius, I serve as planetary governor and imperial commander-in-chief of this world. She raises her head slightly. And greetings to you, noble Vorsarian. It has been years since your last visit to Janus. I'm glad to see you again. It is a good sign when a rogue trader seneschal does not visit the subject planet for a long time. Isn't that correct, Lady Viat? It means the governor is taking care of all matters and there is no need for the senechals to interfere. I hear praise in those words, and I thank you for them. She turns to me once again. In truth, your arrival in the place of the esteemed Lady von Valentius is quite unexpected. I hope my coming in Theodora's stead has not disappointed you too much. Not in the least, your lordship. On the contrary, I am delighted after all these years to once again welcome to my world. Nice sniper shot. What? Insurrection. Damn it. Oh, thank you for the follow, Sophia. Time to fight some insurrection. Might have the force attacking the estate. Jesus Christ, they have a lot of HP for just being servants. How many of them are there? A lot. Okay, let's give out some extra turns. Up. Murder, please. Nice. Give me some momentum. What's up? It's doing good. We just got ambushed, but we seem to be doing fine for now. Extra turn. Murder, please. Dead. Okie dokes. The servant goes. Wow, the friendly fire does more damage than the he does to us. Okay, can you look at somebody's? Go over here and look at them, please. Look.
Me.
Okay. And then give an extra turn to Argenta.
If I may.
Argenta, shoot, please. Thank you. I was looking around and came across your stream. Maybe I can help you out with Twitch custom graphics. I don't use Discord for such things. Please you message stuff on the Twitters. It's in the link of my stream channel, Doohickey. Up. Ooh, and we have more heroic axe. Anyway, buff. Machine spirit banishment, analyze enemy, joint analysis. We'll go over there and give a bonk. Bonk. Nice. That's better. More damage. Ow. Stop it. Ow! Ow! Stop it! Too much friendly fire. I hate my allies. All the allies should have better targeting because they do more damage to us than they do to the enemies. All the time, always. Alright, let's buff Argenta. Boop.
It's as good as done.
Boop. Boop. Boop.
I'll see to it personally.
Okay, now do a murder, please, on this guy. Damn it! Extra attack. This gives you more attacks, so use it. Boop. Better. We win. Oh. More enemies. Just the 4 guys. We can take him. Oh, okay, that's 5 guys. Oh. Thanks, sniper lady. Let's keep giving out buffs to Argenta.
I'll make it happen.
More damage, please.
It's as good as done.
Good. And take cover. Oh, are we surrounded? I thought I saw somebody back there. That's a melee guy. Ow. Not the warden. Okay, nice try. One more melee guy. Ow. Sorry, warden, you might not make it out of this. Or maybe we will. Grenadier rebel. No, not the stun grenades.
High momentum.
Heinrich's turn. Let's give out some buffs. Up.
Naturally.
Give yourself some buffs. And time to go and bonk. Bonk.
I need a foothold. I won't object.
Okey-dokes. Let's keep the heroic actions for later. Diversionist Rebel. Weird name. Okay, let's go over here and start shooting. Oh, we only have one heroic action every combat. Once per combat. Once per combat.
I will not.
Okay, so I can only use one of those. Interesting. Anyway, boost. More damage. Time to burst. Nice, nice. So much damage. Keep shooting. One more attack.
Doubt is for the weak.
First. On the grenadier right there. He's right next to us. Get him.
I'll do it.
Nice. Ooh, I get an extra attack. Or, but I have to reload. Damn it.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
A large turn. Kill this guy.
A tactically sound approach.
Good job. That's pretty much it.
Someone else can do this.
Casey's turn. Let's go over here and look at them. Boop. Extra turn to Argenta.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Murder.
I'll do it.
Nice.
The Emperor's judgment.
Who's left? This guy over there. Get him. Nice. She's really the winning person here. She does all the work basically. Pascal's here. Who's the last enemy? The sharpshooter back there. Can I shoot him? No enough sights. Whatever. Nice. He almost friendly fired us though. Let's give out an extra turn to Argenta. Because that's what you always want to do.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's move over here. Yep, this gives us line of sight, at least. Kill him. Nice. Okay. Single shot. Okay, run and gun. And take a single shot at it from an exposed position. Boop.
Doubt is for the weak.
One more attack. Nope, we don't have one more attack. Henrix. You know, Henrix would be better at taking. I think it would be better if he had better psionics. Because right now I can't really use it all that much. Reload. And kill this guy, please. Boop.
I'll do it.
Thank you. Your lordship, Emperor preserves us, are you alright? Do not fret, layperson. We have grown used to outrageous slovenliness among the wardens of every world we visit. Pascal's vox, quiet at first, is booming with free by the end of his remark. Pale grayness is strangely in this peasant like a noose. His words are laden with fear for our well-being, yet he fears for his own even more. Kill him. Is the governor dead? I'm fine. Praise the throne, if you please follow me, I'll personally escort you to the governor, where you'll have the protection of walls and wardens. Alright then. So, what about the sniper? Upon seeing you, the guard at the door lets out a frightened yelp and doubles over in a low bow. Your lordship, the most honorable Marcus von Valentius. The governor is awaiting you in her office, and where she is protected by walls and guards. Will you prefer to meet with her alone or with your entourage? Entourage. We get more skills that way. She has like a Nora around here. Around her. Is that a shield? Vistenza Janus Viat Ab Aram of Coronus is furiously swiping at the data slate, issuing commands into a gilded vox. Upon seeing you, she hurriedly puts away her device, smooths her skirts, and drops into a deep curtsy. Your lordship, accept my abject apologies for the reprehensible stunt that spoiled my reception. Even in my worst nightmares I could have never imagined. I'm not offended, I guess. Thank you, your lordship. Believe me, I'm infinitely sorry that the tribbles at Janus have reached us even here, the most protected place on Janus. The companion standing next to Vistenza respectfully bows her head. She's doggedly trying not to turn her head towards you, but it's obvious she's watching you to her lowered ashes. One of your wardens helped us in battle with a superb shot. Who was it? You must be referring to Irlet, our chief ally in the struggle against the rebels. I've turned her blind eye to her horrific mutation, giving the undaunted advantage she brings. You see, Irlet comes from the local degenerate stock of this world, and knows Janus like the back of her hand. So she has provided several leads as to where we can find base and secret storehouses. Although I admit that at times I'm tempted to send her away from the estate. Her unnaturalness means that speaking with her always leaves me feeling uneasy. Such a gaunt, unfeminine figure, so tall. Henry's expression shifts. Did I hear you correctly, Governor? You have a mysterious mutant on your estate at this very moment? One of prodigious height, slight build, and with a supernatural talent for shooting? Did your arrival of this helper never give you a pause for thought? Allow me to make myself clear. To refuse Leolet's help in our circumstance would have been incredibly rash. Yes, mutants are creatures, abhorrent to the Emperor, and they should be exterminated, but sometimes humanity makes exception for those who can serve the Imperium. I'm not concerned about that your aide is a mutant. I'm far more concerned that she may be nothing of the sort. Henrik turns to you. Marcus, I would like to meet this helper of Governor Viat without delay, out of professional interest. If you wish to speak with Irilet, you'll find her outside in the orangery, most likely the gazebo. She prefers to keep her distance from others. So what's happening, by the way? Several months ago, uprisings broke out on Janus. I was not even notified at first. Gripping worms are for wardens to worry about. Alas, I only learned of what was happening after the miscreants began targeting noble families. Vistenza shakes her head. Then it became apparent that the Administratum's accounts referred to as an unrest were in fact organized attacks on infrastructure and society leaders. Oh. They've already brought 13 agri complexes to a halt, and have moved on to assassination attempts. My wardens are doggedly tracking down the rebels, but their leaders are slipping from our grasp yet. Can you supply footfall? Yes and no, your lordship. If the question is, can such an expensive and fertile world as this one feed 1,000 void rats? Of course. We lose more provision to gnawing pets like every cycle than those on footfall could eat in their entire lives. But can we ship the provision to footfall? Not a chance. Any cargo shuttle that leaves the surface will be a target for attack. The rebels will not hesitate to bring it down, sending flaming debris over the capital. Our silos could become target for sabotage. Food could be poisoned or mined. The logistics of transporting supplies to footfall will only be plausible once the uprising has been completely crushed. Can you fulfill its foodstuff supplies under the current conditions? I risk angering you, your lordship, but this is nothing compared to shamelessly deceiving you. Let us consider the situation dispassionately. Even the most talented logistics expert of the Administratum are unable to guarantee stable tides when shuttles are wary of landing at the spaceport. And the terrified peasants are indulging a dangerous minority within their ranks. Until the usual order of things is restored on Janus, any trade is nigh impossible. Considering what has occurred, your visit is a true blessing. You see, Janus doesn't have its own fleet. We could organize a planet-wide search if we had ships at our disposal. Ships like yours, your lordship. Perhaps we will find a way to support your subjects in this hour of need. I'm sure even approximate coordinates will be sufficient to have ground forces in ship crew work to get to hunt down the enemy. I promise I'll hunt down the Sea of Rebellion. I'll get to it. I'll do this myself. Hello, Sir Astro. Game is great, love it to death. Really hate how every company has different clothing color. Why? What do you mean? Why do you, so you can make them out? I think I think the exact opposite of that. Well, I guess it's not customizable. Technically, like a uniform, but I prefer the different colors so you can distinguish them by sight. I mean, look, I'm not gonna complain that the Tech Priest has red colors or the Sister of Battle has black colors of her orders, or I don't know that Casey has purple colors. I don't know why Adira's wearing green, that's for sure. It's green because it's heresy. Maybe. I'll turn the fugitive myself. I also am loving the game, by the way. As for you, you won't be permitted to. I'm removing you from your post. There's nobody competent here. Get to the bottom of this. Maybe I'll get to the bottom of this. She inclines her head. I'm immeasurably grateful for your assistance, your lordship. If any of those who attacked the estate have survived, then perhaps they could have been a valuable source of information. But you made an example out of them for the rest of the foolish rabble. She glances at the Vox. Incidentally, I did overhear the wardens talking about some kind of stranger in the area. Besides that, we still don't know who let those reprobates in the estate. The person who did it might also know something. I, as well as my retinue, are at your service. My secretary is checking the staff as we speak and removing all traces of the attack from the estate. An esteemed Magos, who is responsible for agronomic efforts on the planet, is also here. He happened to be visiting this week to deliver this personal report. And of course, there's my aid in the war against the rebels, Aerolet. I have no doubt she'll be delighted to share her knowledge of Janus with your lordship. What? You want me to see every single person on the estate and compile the detail myself? Okay then. So who's the person next to you? One of my ladies in waiting, Amelia. Amelia performs secretarial duties and helps me to remain in constant contact with those families who are most responsible for the productivity and prosperity of Janus. I trust my advisors implicitly, and over time Amelia has become not merely a faithful companion, but almost my shadow. Losing her would be like losing my right hand. Is she part of the rebellion? Amelia drops into a low curtsy. To bathe in the light of your greatness is of true honor, Growth Trader. So about Janus. It's a remarkable world, both in terms of its vast potential and in terms of the work that it was carried out to transform it into an agri-world. House Viat has ruled on Janus for many generations, and each new governor has without fail contributed to the planet's taming. This world was once a wild planet full of xenobeasts and utterly unsuited for growing anything. To this day, despite our best effort, Janus regularly rebels against us. Earthquakes, tsunamis, the emergence of new pests and weeds that invade the arable land. Sometimes I cannot help but think that this world is endowed with consciousness. The consciousness of a capricious and stubborn child who likes to spoil everything that we have achieved. So what do you grow here? Just food? Mainly Helican flint corn and red turnip. Apart from that, in the southern hemisphere we have set aside vast tracts of lands for the Grok's population. And of course, I cannot fail to mention that several thousand acres of tilled land given over to cultivating fermentable fruit. For personal use, and limited export. Even for an agri-world in the back of Beyond, this place is a real dump! What do you do for fun? If you're asking about those of our circle, then let me assure you, there are enough noble families on the world to keep boredom at bay. I frequently host guests. Yeah, okay. I'll leave now. Can I get back in there? What's that clanging noise?
I always have a backup plan.
Anything to say, guys? An honor. It is under control, if you say so. They had explosives when they broke in here.
Crimson is a good color for battle attire. Enemies will perceive no weakness. Not even
He's doing the
your
bonking. What are you bonking over there?
Augmentations allow you to function effectively, even in the event of extensive blood loss. This is what should concern those who dare to stand against the servant of the Omnissiah in battle.
Oh, looks like we're gonna have some internal struggles. The houses are gonna blame each other for who's helping the traitors. There's the exit. So that's it? Or you just exit? Yeah, we just exit.
I always keep my options open.
To the estate. I guess we're gonna have a chat with, let's see, the Magos, Irilet, whatever. And, who else again? There was a third person. Oh, the Wardens, I think. And a stranger somewhere. Press any key.
In truth, Mistress Haydari, I find it hard to believe that a ne'er-do-well such as yourself could be successful in any field. Even
Who you're talking to? Jay is not here.
That's how it starts.
The Governor's Palace is opulent. The guild finishes in plaster are updated regularly and frequently. Too frequently even for a building situated on the coast. Strange.
Always keep your eye on the price.
Servitor here. Some stuff. What, the Vox is following me around? Spying on me, maybe? Janus Noble.
I always have a backup plan.
Aristocrat. More aristocrats. Ah, I think that maybe the Magos we're supposed to talk to. Maybe just steal his stuff first.
This Explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Irilet, security officer, loot. Wrapped in a red cloak, the Magos' body barely looks human. Wire, tubes, and metal manipulators turn him into a whimsical machine, while implants hide his face behind a sinister mask. The tech priest intermittently dictates approaching in something in Ticna lingua to the servo skull floating next to him. But at your approach, he falls silent and offers a reserved bow. Greetings, your lordship. Lex Mechanics, Vinzilex, how may I serve you? Pascal and the Lex Mechanics exchange trails on binary greetings. The series of sounds issued by Vinzilex sounds much longer and more differential than those of Pascal. It seems like Pascal is the superior of everybody we come across. What do you do here? His mechanical voice comes from a speaker on his neck. By the order of the Adeptus Mechanicus, I have been entrusted with the management of the Adeptus Administratum. You can do that? Okay. In order to catalog agronomic data and analyze information about the planet during the process of subjugating it to the will of the Imperium. Be blessed, Tech Brother. Your diligence and the diligence of those like you turns anarchy into order, and bestows classification to knowledge. One of Pascal's mechadendrites lightly touches the Lex Mechanic's body. The tech priest bows respectfully in return, clearly a little startled. Tell me about Janus. Initializing report. The planet's soil possesses a unique composition suitable for the re-engineering of the planet and the mass production of foodstuffs. Significant cultivation of the Eastern Hemisphere with the aim of improving production process and logistic operation. Trace of xeno activity does not pose an immediate threat to ongoing operations. Undesirable pathologies of flora and fauna have been noted, which may pose a threat in the short term. What pathologies? Genetic and chemical pathologies, your lordship. Harmless species mutate and become aggressive, while plants change their chemical composition and become poisonous. This is happening more and more often, and if you do not take action, the ecosystem of the world will be irreparably disrupted. The change may be artificial. Has the possibility been considered that someone is manipulating the ecosystem to reduce our living space? As a tall, venerable Magos, our tech comrades from the Magos biologists are humble workers, not warriors. They could not have come up with the thought of such a militant nature. Okay, I'm pretty sure people here are incompetent. There's a second guy we've met that doesn't know how to do his job. The mind must be open to all forms of knowledge. I order you to commence a check. In the event that your account of the indolence of the minds is confirmed, I will petition for the appropriate penance. Interesting. It is often what seems to be insignificant anomalies like these that lead to greater troubles. How's the governor dealing with these undesirable pathologies? I have analyzed the genome of the affected species, and I am currently developing suppressor genes to make the planet's organism resistant to pathology. But so far I have not been able to solve the problem. Further exploration of the planet would perhaps speed up those processes, but the administrative apparatus has imposed a ban on expeditions that are not directly aimed at improving production. Isn't this aimed at improving production? I guess it's aimed at reducing, improving efficiency, or reducing risk. So about xeno activity. According to data obtained during initial survey, ruined structures of non-human origins were noted in different sectors of the planet. but I did not have the administrative capacity to study them in more details. For now, I must defer to the quest for knowledge. This mechanist speaks the last words with distinct energy, his eyes fixed on Magos Hanuman. How many servants of the Mechanicus are here? According to the data stored in my cogitator, all infrastructure nodes for food harvesting and processing have their own contingent of technomats. The total number amounts to 253. Well, that's not too bad. Correction, based on the latest data, the figure is 211 units. Uh-oh. Maybe some of those... Maybe they got killed or sabotaged. How are things with you and your fellows? The situation is stable, the progress is encouraging. If you say so. Let's start with the a roulette, and then I think I'll start the stream for today. Ah, the gazebo. There she is.
Iliad Lenevis greets you, Elantark.
Yes, I guess it's the companion we see in the loading screen. The bizarre creature before you only vaguely resembles a typical human. An elongated body, slender limbs, pointed features. Every aspect of its appearance is unnatural and alien. The creature turns its head to you.
Regrettable news. This creature is not a mutant as the locals assumed, but a representative of the Eldari, one of the myriad enemies of humanity. You should not trust this creature. Do not communicate with it any longer than necessary.
Henrik tosses out some words in a strange language. There's a hint of musicality to it, but the interrogator's rendering is harsh and off-putting. After meeting the gaze of the unknown being, he turns to me. Isn't she helping us?
There is no need to mutilate my language, monkey.
Oh.
I speak yours well enough to converse with Elantark without a translator. And since you have discerned my path, I will be direct in my speech.
So what are you doing here?
My soul is nothing kin to yours. Your kind call us Xenos, as if we are all as one. I came here to protect the Lilithon by assisting the Governor against her enemies. Will you hear me, or be blinded to sense by your precepts?
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Reckless.
Yeah, sure.
Must I remind you, Master Van Calox, that the warrant endows rogue traders with the sacred right to have dealings with Xenos when necessary?
Thanks, Abelard.
That exceptional memory of yours seems to have let you down.
I have banished the shadow of doubt from your thoughts regarding my nature. Now you will answer my question. Why have you sought me out?
That is, you know... Can I not answer her question? Oh, I guess that's why that is why I asked her, sought her out. Why are you helping?
This world is in distress. I wish to protect it from unnecessary suffering.
What do you know about the rebels?
Only that they threaten the established order. There is much risk to this world should the ruler die.
Maybe she's in league with the Xenos. Awareness text success. Your let's face is unreadable, but you detect a strange tension in her voice. She's choosing her words carefully. The established order, huh? You're the governor's helper?
I am Elantark. My hand parried the death promised to the ruler of these people, and I aided you in battle against the lost ones.
So do you know who's behind the uprising?
There is a malevolence here that drives your kin down the path of violence.
How'd you come to be here?
The world you call Janus was once created by the will of my kin. I have far more right to be on the Lilithon than
I think I got it. Okay, so this world used to be an Eldar world. But they died when they did the sexy stuff. So now they're all dead. So they left the planet. And she's helping because I'm gonna guess that the rebels are part of the Final Dawn cult and they want to eradicate the planet, which is what they try to do in Ricard Minoris too. Would you call me Elantark?
Because that is what you are. Elantark means stranger from the darkness amidst the stars. You descended on flame-winged machines in a dark time when the air of the planet is soaked in blood and pain. Will you be the one to bring peace to the Lilithon?
I spoke to the Magos in charge of operation. He says something's gone wrong with this world. There are spontaneous mutations, animal attacks. Do you have something to say about that?
The Lilithon is expressing her wrath. For centuries,
This world has resisted the brutality inflicted upon it by soulless machines and unmindful creatures. But what the machine man told you,
The Machine Man.
that is something else. Something more frightening. The planet is fighting an evil that has taken root in its very cradle.
You're not really helpful. At least not directly.
But you are not asking for help, Ellen Tark. You are merely asking questions, the answers to which are either unimportant or wreathed in shadow. Explore this place. Speak to those who know. A simple task for you, and an insurmountable challenge for me, since my very appearance provokes fear and suspicion. When you learn anything, tell me. Perhaps then my answers will be helpful to your search.
But what if you joined me?
So be it. I will go with you.
She's silent for several seconds, her gaze fixed on something beyond you. Slowly, drawing out her words, she replies.
With all due respect, are you sure this is the right decision? We know nothing about this Xenos, or why she has wormed her way into the Governor's confidence. As far as I can tell, she isn't especially keen to help us, and yet, for some obviously dark reason, she has decided to take part in our investigation.
Well, she wants to take part because she wants to save the planet. The cult is gonna defeat the planet. And she needs to talk with people to get to the root cause, but she can't because she's a mutant slash Xenos. So she's helping us because we're helping her, basically. And we both want to put down the rebellion, apparently.
My judgments and choices are for me alone, Monkey. If uniting with your master will bring peace to the Lilithon, then it is the true path. Do not get in my way if you value your next breath.
You have not yet spent enough time among humans if you think threats will dispose me more favorably toward you. The decision is yours, Rogue Trader. But let me be clear. I will terminate your pet Xenos at the first sign of her non-compliance.
Understood.
I am ready, Ellen Tark. Let us go forth.
A Xenos, one of the Assyriani, a ranger, follows the path of the outcast. I have no idea what that means. She has amazing range skill, does not use a human weapon, but can wear Elder armor, or if she learns the required feature of the Drukhari armor. Her unique ability ends her turn, but at the start of the next turn, she will make an attack that always hits the target. Oh, she replaced Heinrichs. Ah, she's like a required companion. I want to keep Pascal with me because he always comes in handy whenever we meet with the Mechanicus, which seems to be pretty much every single time we go somewhere. Casey has amazing, Argenta's amazing, so it's between Abelard and Heinrichs. I think Abelard has better advice for me than Heinrichs, but I would like Heinrichs to be around. I think we'll switch out Pascal and Heinrichs when the situation demands for it. Let's keep Heinrichs with us for now, as we investigate the cult. Or the rebels. So how do Eldars work? You have a sniper rifle. 18 to 21 damage. All very long rifle. More hit chance. Rate of fire 1. Let's imagine we gave her a bunch of extra turns. How effective would she be? In my sights. Attacks against the target at the next turn will not miss. She's like an operative. Percent attacks. Perfect shot. One in cover, operative gains cover efficiency. Maybe she could. I guess she could replace Pascal when we need an operative. Artillery ranger armor. She has high perception and ballistic skills and big awareness and lower Xenos. Makes sense. Can't equip any of that stuff. Pistol, wounds with a cape. Then we have the camo cape that gives you better stuff with range weapons. Meh. Anything good? Immune to burning, immune to grenades, more fellowship, Anger. Nah, no good capes. Can use a med kit, have one. Okay. Let's look at your character. Your nothing, no beliefs. Let's see. Dismantling attack, precise attack. Nice attack against a target affected by an exploit. The target's cover efficiency is reduced and has more hit chance. Perfect spot. When in cover, you gain more efficiency, perception, and ballistic skills, so stay in cover. Operative, analyze enemy. Fresh target. Whenever they attack an enemy at full wounds, the attack deals more damage. Takes the target affected by an exploit from a distance of further, we deal more damage. That's good. Sharpshooter has not moved. They gain more skills and damage. That's good. So she's really good for attacking far away enemies. She gets a bunch of more damages. Persistent attacks gains operative a bonus to perception. If the target of an enemy has 2 or more exploits, the curse of plus 1 additional exploit. Dismantling attacks a bunch of bonuses. The Children of Assyrian. The elderly are supernaturally agile and can advance their agility, perception, and awareness skills regardless of their class. Also gain more dodge and more initiative. Elderly weapon proficiency in my size. Swift movement. Assyriani Outcast. A child of Assyrian who has chosen the path of the outcast and willingly left the craft worlds to wander and explore the cosmos. Outcasts are a master of survival. Okay. Craft World Krudarak. Craft worlds are colossal vessels that carry the remnants of the once great and numerous Assyriani people through the darkness of the void. Each craft world are marvels of psycho-engineering and a self-sustaining abode. Over such long periods of isolation from the rest of their kin, even unique cultures have formed amongst the craft world's denizens. My size costs 1 AP. Last weapon expert. All their equipment. And flagship post. Okay. So he comes an operative. I think a bounty hunter could be good. Let's see. Critical hits. Priority target. Yeah, that sounds good for her. May mark an enemy in combat as prey. When you kill the marked prey, you gain a bonus. So more wounds or more crit damage and crit chance. Pretty good. Next ability. Cold the Bull. Cold the Bolt. Next attack this turn has more ballistic skill damage. Enemy armor is reduced. Okay. The armor against this attack is below 20%. The enemy's dodge is decreased. That's pretty good. Claim the bounty. Attack with the weapon. Always hits. Does not end the movement. Deals just 4 times the ballistic skill plus perception. That's gonna be, let's see, 4 times 5, 11, 44% damage. After each turn enemy killed by claim the bounty, bounty hunter recovers plus 1 charge of hunt down the prey. If claim the bounty kills the target, mark as prey, the bounty receives plus 2 AP. That's alright, I guess. Piercing shot. Always goes over penetration and armor penetration. And if it's on the prey, it's a crit hit. Raid. If an attack allies the target's prey, this attack deals more damage. Out on the trails. An enemy with intense cell radius has trailed. Okay, it's not the prey. Let's go with, I think, claim the bounty could be good. We deal less damage, but we have a free attack with our weapon. And if we kill 3 enemies, we recover more. We can just keep stacking the bonuses. Or Cold the Bold. That's just a better attack. Just a better. Give me that. Whenever an attack kills prey. Nope, that's not gonna happen. Whenever prey is killed, all enemies in the 10 cell radius have agility reduced. Whenever the bounty gains a critical hit, they gain armor penetration. Stacks. Reduced by percentage, hunting surge. Killed by critical hits, scored by the bounty hunter or their allies. Gain 2 plus for 2 rounds. Withdraw. Automatic dodge and move 1 cell. Sparring trophy. More AP. Cut down the chase. Crit hit for the first time in the round. They gain movement points. Got him. Guidance. Retaliate. Play the Bold. Removes willpower and toughness. Pounce. Whatever. Skip an ally. Gains extra turn. Catch. They inflict the catch effect. At the start of the bounty hunter turn, they suffer less armor and dodge. That's a lot of dodge and armor reductions. Crit chain. Enters ambush. Oh, that's amazing. Once per round, we'll get an extra attack on an immobilized or stunned enemy. Expert finesse. Reloads the weapon. Do you have last weapon expert? Yeah, okay. Anything interesting because you're an Eldar and your advanced skills down there? In my size gains additional armor penetration. In my size gains additional dodge reduction. Meh. That's gonna be good. Where do you get crits in there? Wild Hunt. Make several attacks. The number of attacks is equal to the number of prey in combat. These attacks are equally divided amongst all prey. Always hits and always scores crit hits. Amazing. We can like stack on the crits. Okay, so we can either have what's her name again? Ariel? Irilette. Either her or Pascal. Because they're both operatives.
Is there money to be made?
Okay, I think that's gonna be it for today. Let me just look at the formation. We definitely need the back. Okay, the formation's all out of whack. 1 second. You guys are up front. Then we're next. Like that. This should do it. No! Damn it. Where's the column? Up. 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 That'll do. Okay, so that's it for today. Tomorrow we'll come back here. We'll put down the rebellion. Keep exploring the void. Probably discover new planets. All kinds of stuff.